realized my mic has been on. Sorry about that. Anyways, I relate to Monokuma for real? That's concerning, Zero. I mean, he do be kind of silly though, so I mean, to each their own. uh, but it's real. Okay, interesting. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I hope you're saying that you hold them in Minecraft or in a silly video game. Hold on, I'll move to the just chatting screen. There you go. There's no point in my starting soon screen since my mic was already on. Oh my god. Guys, I think we have I think we have a dangerous person on hand. Guys, I think speaking of Monokuma, I have been stuck in the danganronpa hellhole for like 2 weeks now. But thank you. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. Okay. Thank you for looking. I'll see ya. Yeah. How are you guys feeling about the new year? Because honestly, it feels the same. Like, I was watching a podcast and it was like talking about how like whenever the new year starts, like February, like January and February are just like the previous year on repeat. And I'm like, honestly, you're not wrong. Like, I don't know, because January and February just nothing happens. Like that's kind of like when you think about the like 2020, like 2022, right? You think back, you're like, what the fuck did I do January and February? Like nothing. Nothing happened. like I don't know. It's just because you associate it. I feel like you associate it more with the previous year. You know what I mean? Anyways, I hung out with my in real lives today. Um, it was fun. And then like I'm like we were like, let's hang out, like me and my friends always every single time there's a break. We're like, oh my god, we should hang out during break. And then literally we'll only hang out once. Well, we won't even talk during break either. So it's like, okay, sorry. Let me switch my PNG to a. Okay. And it's like it's so funny because every single time we just like have these ambitious plans for like hanging out or like doing stuff, and then literally no one even talks to each other the entire break. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'm telling you, it's awful. But like, I don't know. And like we also just don't have pictures together. Like that sounds so bad. Like you guys are friends. You guys have been friends for like over 2 years and you guys literally don't take pictures, don't hang out that often. And like I don't know, like is that normal for friendships to like just like because like people are like, "Oh, best friends don't have that many pictures of each other." And I'm like, "That's true." Like with my best friends, like especially like because most of my best friends were online, it's like obviously we don't have that many pictures together. Like what? But like also like my in real life best friends, like we don't have pictures together. The only pictures are like momentous occasions, like big deal happenings, like at graduations and stuff. Yeah. Oh, I just tried to uncap my water even though it was already uncapped. I'm being silly. But yeah. New Year's was fun. New Year's Eve was fun. Didn't I stream recently? I was like, Wait, when was my last stream? I need to know. I need to know. Okay, when was my last stream? The 31st. So, it's only been 2 days. Hello, welcome. I'm like acting as if this is like I didn't already tell you guys what happened. Like there's nothing happened yesterday. Did anything happen yesterday? Oh, I drove for the second time in my life. It's okay, I have a permit. But like that was so exhausting. I felt so tired. I'm actually really tired right now, but I wanted to get a stream in because I was like school's starting up again. Not fun. But like I'm gonna start getting busy again, so it's unfortunate. I streamed a lot. I feel like I streamed a lot this the break though. Should have tried to stream more, but seasonal depression and shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure DR Lapse has 4 chapters, so I'm trying to get them done. Yeah. Oh my god. And I have been editing. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it probably in my last stream, but I have been editing the first my first DR Lapse stream. Oh my god. I am so sick and tired. Well, okay. So, editing is as much as I like jest and like I'm like, "Oh my god, I hate it so much." It's okay. I'm like it's like there's benefits to it, I guess. It's like I get to like see what I can improve on, and it's like a lot of the like stuff I can improve on is like my mic peaking because whenever I say like T or something, like it will literally like echo it, like like it will be like so what is it, what's the word, I don't know, but wait, hold on, let me change my sensitivity on my PNG tuner. It's like it's way too much. Okay, there you go. Like I think it's picking up my computer my computer like whirling, like it's like struggling to run. We're back. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, editing. So like there's a not downside. So it's like I've gotten used to my voice, like listening to it, and like I feel like I thought that was the hardest part of like editing, not just like the act of editing, but also just like having to listen back to my own voice, because like who likes to listen to their own voice? Not many people, right? So like I'm glad that editing kind of made me like more used to it. What the fuck happened to my... Okay. Mobile Twitch is so fucking weird. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Okay. Okay, thank you. What the oh my god, hold on. Let me fix this real quick. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. I kind of want to do an Among Us lobby, but I don't know enough people to be like, yeah, let's play Among Us, So, shrug. I don't know. What else? I kind of wanna. Oh, I had an emo. I have an emo. If I like do my stupid papers, Maki's gonna lecture me about this again. But if I do my stupid papers and like get emotes, I have an emote. It's just Pet Animaya, but it's like kind of funny. Pet Mania, actually. Animaya is my Minecraft skin. If you guys didn't know the lore. Canonically, Animaya is the tallest out of my personas. So, that was an art stream. I mentioned that art stream. Kind of want to do an art stream again because those are like fun, and like you can always just like hang out with other people while doing it. For me, actually, I can always just hang out with other people while doing them. I just want to get DR Labs finished because it's been living in my head rent free. Like I just can't stop thinking about it. I tweeted about it on Twitter, but I can't stop thinking about it, man. I need to know. I need to know what's gonna happen. I need to know. What else can I talk about? Oh, my dog's in my room sleeping. He's very peaceful. I'll be honest, like wake up and like run out of my room because I'm gonna have to close the door again. Yeah, I went to my friend's place, all dripped out in my new Dream Team merch. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I bought the Dream Team mystery bag. I'm so upset because apparently it's unavailable now. I wanted to buy another one, but um yeah, and I got a lot of cool stuff. I got a lot of wristbands, and honestly, I'm not even mad because I kind of like the wristbands. They kind of look yummy. Like I kind of want to eat them. Your streamer is not weird, I promise. But my favorite one, for obvious reasons. Hold on. My silly PNG tuba just actually my mic disconnected. I need a better mic. Guys, I need a better mic. I don't know why, but I've been really into um like VTuber stuff recently. Not like into VTubers, but more into like VTubers and like how they work and stuff. Like more like on the news like side of things, you know? Or like I don't know why, but like my recommended for you YouTube page keeps being like new things you should know as a VTuber. I'm like I'm not a VTuber, but you know, close enough. um yeah, and then I was like if my PC was better, maybe I would try VTubing because like I feel like Anamaya, okay, if you don't know, okay, I'll just put a picture of Anamaya on my thingy on here. But Anamaya is my Minecraft skin, and then Mania is my PNG tuber, which you see right here. But like I feel like both of their designs would look really cool as PNG tubers, not PNG tubers, VTubers. So if anyone ever sees my Streamlabs, it's so unprofessional. It's so messy. It's so awful. Okay. Do I have a picture of Anamaya? Probably I should. Why don't I? What the fuck? I'm looking through my pictures. You know, editing is like fine. It's all fine and dandy, you know? And then like I mean, I kind of like my editing style is kind of like I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit like quackity, more like because my videos are still going to be long. They're not going to be short or anything because it's literally a playthrough. I have to show basically everything. But I kind of want it to be more like lighthearted. Like my intro for I kind of stole this idea from Maki, but like my intro is like a clip and then like well, technically Maki stole it from George and then I stole it from Maki. But it's kind of like show a silly clip and then like cue intro, right? So kind of did something like that. I don't know. I just feel like that's fun. I kind of want my videos to be more fun. Okay. Here, let me get Mania up on the screen. Not Mania, Anime. Oh my god, I'm mixing up my own characters. These are literally my own characters. Okay. Why is it not working? Hello? Give me a second. I gotta figure this out. What the? Okay, well, maybe that's why. Okay, well, I mean, I can just show the name MC page. I don't know why I'm like making this so hard. Like, why am I doing this? Okay, I'm gonna just show the name MC page. Hold on, give me a second. So, um, okay, okay. Okay. This is what Anamaya looks like, right? So I was like, Anamaya and Mania would look sick as like VTubers. So, I was like, being a VTuber would be kind of cool. But I don't think my computer would be able to handle that. I kind of wish I could like do more, but my computer is a limit. But yeah. Oh, there's some cool stuff happening soon. Little spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything in specific, but some cool stuff might be happening soon. Anyway, while I was going on about that, what else can I talk about? I don't know. I feel like there's always I'm always like, I'm gonna do just chatting before because I have so much to talk about. And then the second I start stream, I'm like, wait, what the fuck was I supposed to talk about? Also, apparently YouTube's like really cracking down on like swearing, and like I swear a lot, guys. I'm not gonna bleep out everything, so it's just gonna stay the same. I'm just gonna keep it like that. So, you know. Also, if you hear like if you hear like rumbling, that's my garage. So I can't believe it's only 10 p.m. and I'm so tired. I'm pretty sure I took a 2 hour nap. I came back from my friend's place and it was like, and then I like lazied around for like 30 minutes, and then I fell asleep at like 6. I'm pretty sure. I think. And then I woke up at like 5, almost 8 p.m. and I went to eat. And then I finished eating and I went to stream because I was like, I want to stream. I always stream at such random times. Like, it's so bad. I'm like, like you, I like sometimes watch those videos that are like, what every new streamer should know, right? Or like something like that, or what every small streamer should do to like increase their viewer count or whatever, like those things. Because I'm just curious. And then it's always like, stay in a specific like category, like if just like stay consistent basically, and like have a consistent schedule. I'm like, I haven't been doing either of those. you know, I'm such a variety streamer. I'm sometimes I'm not in the mood for like playing games, man, or like sometimes I'm not in the mood to just like chat. So I don't know. I finally got to talk about like Stray Kids and like K-pop and stuff with my friend in real life today. It was fun. It was like, because my in real lives are the only people that really care about K-pop in my life right now. So, I get to talk about that with them. It's pretty cool. Got to watch a lot of music videos and stuff. Not really. I'm not ready for school tomorrow, but I don't know why I didn't mention this, but I dyed my hair. Originally it was red. So, if you saw my drawing of like Mania, um Anamaya and me, like my in real life self, it was like um when I had like black ends and red hair. Now I have blue hair. So, you know, big transformation. I wanted the blue to be darker, more like a bright navy blue kind of thing, right? But, hair dye doesn't always work the way you want it to. But I'm not mad. I still look pretty cool. I think I like it. But I'm going back to red after this because Red is better. I like red better. Yeah. You know, sometimes I'm afraid to say things on stream because I'm like, these are very specific things, right? Like blue and red hair, probably not that specific, but like sometimes I'm like, I want to tell you guys something, like tell chat, tell just people, like something, like I want to tell this story, but then I'm like, that's way too specific, like, and then like sometimes I'm like, like, do I tell my friends or do I tell my stream? You know, like, I don't want it overlapping sometimes, so you know. Oh, I'm so tempted to like buy more albums, Stray Kids albums, because I'm like, man, I love albums so bad. I like getting photo cards, you know. I like the gotcha factor and like, oh, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? Are you gonna get the one you want? Gotcha is so bad. I'm like, I was I was deep into the gotcha hell back in the day with like Genshin and Cookie Run, Kingdom, and I think it was Bandori at the time. So, you know, I need to work on my VODs channel. Okay, this year, here are a few resolutions, like New Year's resolutions, right? I'm gonna write more fics. I'm gonna publish more fics. I'm pretty sure right now I have 30 something. So I kind of want to get to the 40s or 50s. And then I want to. Oh, I just dropped my squishy. Hold on. It's like a duck one. It's huge. Okay. I want to work on my VODs channel and do some uploads on my main channel on YouTube. And then I also want to meet more people, like streaming people, meet like collab with some more people, play some games with new people. And then I want to do lore stuff. I want to try new things on stream, like try new games and stuff. Um, what else? Get good grades, but that's not streaming related. That's just in general. Yeah. Those are my resolutions. Those are my New Year's resolutions. And it's like kind of scary to think about, but like I'm a senior in high school, right? So this year is when I graduate, and I was like, I don't like the idea of that. Like it's getting closer, and it's like, kind of like freaking me out. Yeah, I don't like commitment. I don't like commitment. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, I have so many like interests right now, like side interests besides like MC YouTube. Like I kind of want to get back into Stray Kids because I kind of left it because I was like deep into like MC YouTube. But then I'm like, and then also I'm like really into danganronpa right now, and also really into Miraculous Ladybug because a lot of like content's coming out for it right now. So like my my interests are spread out all over the place right now. So I'm like, I wish I had someone to like brain rot to. Is I'm like these like MC YouTube, Stray Kids, Miraculous, and DR are like living in my head. They're like bouncing around, dancing in my head right now. Like I have so much to say about them. Sorry, I was looking over my dog. But yeah. Also, tell me why it literally feels like it's 70 degrees outside when it's January. It's literally January. Why is it not cold outside? And like I'm like complaining about this. Like I really like I would rather it be cold than like hot. I feel like 70 degrees is like hot to me. It's so annoying. I hate it. I don't get it. Why? Why is it hot? Oh, can't complain much though. So, why is literally everyone live? Literally everyone is live. A lot of people that I know are live right now. But whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna play danganronpa lapse, you know, as I should. Um, I feel like I should probably do it now, right? Because like it's gonna get late, and every chapter takes ages. So okay, I'm gonna get set up. Hold on. Be right back, screen. All right, I'm finished setting up, but I'm gonna be right back real quick. So please wait. I'll try to hurry up. Okay, I'll be back. See you. Hello, I'm back, I just want to mention my nails are dyed blue because of my hair. At least it's like really temporary, but like it's not really temporary. Like comes off in a week, but like my nails are dyed so blue, like the ends of them mostly. Okay, let's transition to DR Lapse. The title should be changed. So, yippee! I love this game so much. Also, I'm pretty sure. Okay, if you guys don't want spoilers and you've never watched this game or played this game before, please leave. And also, this game is free, so get it yourself. But we're on chapter 3, so we're pretty far in. So if you don't want any spoilers, then I suggest you leave right now. um, yeah. I also turned down the music because while I was editing, I thought it was pretty loud. So if you guys want me to turn up the music or anything, tell me. Hold on, I need to unmute the music first for you to hear it. Dum dum me. Okay. Alright. I'm so excited. Okay, well, I'm actually not excited because that means more characters are gonna, past tense, but I'm not. I mean, there's only 6 characters left. This is chapter 3. And there's only 6 characters left. And I'm like, literally, how many characters are we gonna end up with? Like 2? Like what? Anyway, let's start. Chapter 3. Okay. I slowly drew open my eyes. My chest felt tight. Okay. I inhaled deeply and exhaled heavily, as if to expel my body of all the wound up fear that stirred inside. It didn't help much. My body felt leaden, my heart hollow. Rising from the bed, I shook the remnant. Okay, sorry. Rising from the bed, I shook the remnants of a trying sleep away. Looking at my surroundings, I noticed I had thrown the covers and pillows on the floor. It was strange. I had fallen asleep, but no dreams or nightmares. My subconscious felt suspended in a null zone. The clock read 4:15. 4:15 in the morning or afternoon? In the morning or in the afternoon, yeah. Okay. I rubbed the exhaustion from my eyes. If it's like in the morning, Echo literally can't do anything. Like they're just gonna be stuck in their room. Okay. Feeling numb and listless, I dragged my heavy body out of the bed and shuffled toward the door, but I didn't know where to go. That's not true. I mumbled to myself. There was one place I could think of. Okay, where are we going? POV, you're walking? God, I love this game. Sorry. Jump scared me, man. Also, if you want to see me play the other games, I'm pretty sure the other VODs are still up. The other chapters of this game, the VODs are still up, I'm pretty sure. But, I was really distraught last time. Anyways, here's Lyle. I love he. Okay. I stepped out of my personal room and saw Lyle down the opposite hall. He just scowled and stomped off. Well, to be fair, Echo was pretty annoying last trial. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Echo. I love Echo, but man, they were stubborn. Like, really stubborn last trial. Okay. I went on my way. More walking. I don't know where Echo's trying to go, so. Okay. Past the foyer. Okay. I walked through the living quarter hall, through the foyer and up the stairs to the second floor. Yeah. Sniff. Oh, someone's crying. Okay. I saw Say standing in front of the spa lounge door, weeping gently. Say, are you okay? Oh. Caught off guard, Say wiped her eyes. As I approached Say from the staircase, something gleamed in her hand. It looked like a closed pocket watch. She stared a burning hole in the door, rolling the small object between her fingers. After a moment, she managed to croak out a stiff response. This is how it's supposed to happen, isn't it? What do you mean? can't do anything. No matter how hard we try, it'll still end like this. I'm pretty sure she has Pandora's watch that her sister gave to Pandora. Okay, she has Pandora's watch, and Pandora's sister gave it to her. So Pandora was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with this, so you can have it." Anyways, okay. I had nowhere to go before I came here, but now what do I do? She was visibly shaking. It was horrible seeing her like this. Say, why would you say nothing? Why would you say nothing? That's mean. Console her. Okay. I couldn't say anything for certain, but I knew what exactly she was going through, but I couldn't say anything for certain. What? This doesn't really make any sense. Hold on. Let me calm down for a second. Okay. Also, let me switch my PNG tuber. I mean, she's a little bit too happy right now. she's like so excited. Okay. I couldn't say anything for certain. I knew okay. I don't know what this is trying to say, so I'm gonna quit. You guys can read it. I understand how you feel. Scared and alone. But if it's any, this word is fucked up. I can't say that. Consolation? I don't know. At least we have each other. I let the words slip out, but in truth, I wasn't confident in that sentiment in my own heart yet. She rolled the delicate disc in her hands a few times again. I wondered what that item meant to her, if anything. Say didn't respond. Instead, she just wiped her tears and nodded. I spent some time with Say in solitude. Oh, is this like free time? Oh, the atrium. Okay. Oh, Forte. Oh, are we gonna talk to Forte? Forte is becoming the best boy for me. Besides Lyle. Lyle is best boy. But like, Forte is so sweet. I'm gonna be really upset if anything happens to Forte. Okay. I'm gonna be really upset if I just, like, foreshadow something. Without knowing. Passing through the atrium, I spotted Forte gazing at the delicate globe centerpiece. He seemed to be humming to himself, but stopped when I approached. Evening, Echo. Hello, did I interrupt you? No. It's a melancholic this word makes me suffer. Tune. I would really rather not bother you further with it. Oh. It's a bitter, unfortunate situation we've found ourselves in, isn't it? Despite the heavy words, his face read differently. His shoulders remained relaxed as he looked up past the globe at the dark, cool sky. He seemed calm somehow. Tell me, Echo, how are you? Are you alright? Huh? Am I alright? Guys, I don't think Echo's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Echo's okay. Okay. No, I'm hurt. The killing game, the trials that follow, no, this whole game. It's horrible, and I hate it. We're losing people, friends we've just met, and friends we've known. It feels like there's no end in sight. It's perfectly normal to feel devastation as we find ourselves cautiously navigating life or death situations. The game has instigated those with a spirit inflicted with distress and grief to ends unmentionable and trials heartbreaking. Yes, my soul is stirring, but in my experience on the stage, these sort of feelings never last for long. We move people to tears with our performances about tragedy, the loved and the lost. Yet, the audience knows the performance will end, and thus they will move on with their lives. I can't help but wonder when. How long guys, part a million of anime making shit up. Okay. I can't help but wonder when. How much longer until the curtains close on this story? ... Forgive me for bending your ears with my thoughts. I'll let you be on your way. No, that's okay. It's comforting to know I'm not alone in feeling afraid. Indeed, we are never truly alone. Okay, Forte. I stood in a moment of silence as Forte sang his words with clarity. Guys, I think Forte is my best boy. We're just gonna vibe. Just gonna vibe with Forte for a bit. I don't want to cut him off. Guys, I think he's my second best boy now. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll put him above Lyle. Why not? Do I click or something? No? Okay, just stand there. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Oh. I made my way through the atrium and up the stairs, arriving on the third floor. Oh, why is everybody up? Isn't it like 4 a.m.? What the fuck? Okay, anyways, I spotted Missy at the marble table in the center of the third floor. She was contemplating something. Missy? Oh, Echo, excuse me, I hadn't noticed you. Missy looked unsettled. She might have been put off with what I did earlier. I closed the distance between us. What's that? This is... She moved to reveal a small decorated box. Oh, crap. My revolver and a dagger. The two weapons shone dully in the dim light of the hallways. I discovered I discovered the dagger when Cyrus allowed me to explore the room of my associate. Needless to say, I didn't wish to take it with me, but here it is again, as if it were following me. And the gun? Cleaned and posed for reuse. About the silly audio messing up. Let me fix it real quick. Sorry about that. I hope everything's okay. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, everything's back. Hello. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Cleaned and posed for reuse. It looks like it was the only thing that to emerge from the wreckage of the smoke lounge. I see. Hold on. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh wait, wrong one. Here, blah, blah, blah. Wrong one again. I'm like, okay. Here, continuing on. The dangerous tools needed to continue the game were returned to the players. ... I stared at the weapons in her hands. I wanted more than anything to tear them out of her hands and... Echo? Intrusive thoughts much? And... ... I didn't even know what I would do if I had them. I suppose it's inescapable. Missy snapped me out of my thoughts. Where there is love, grief will be following close behind. I mean, she's not wrong. Missy seemed to harbor a great concern for whoever this dagger belonged to. May I ask? Oh, can I ask? Can I ask who this person was? Who? Part a million of me making shit up again. Okay. Can I ask who this person? Who was with? Guys. Can I ask who was this person? Missy hesitated. former love. Guys, no. 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 I don't think I need to tell you how important, no, precious she was. So much so that I foolishly endangered everyone. The traces and signs of our friends, they've been placed to provoke us. This dagger was analogous to I'm not gonna try. To seeing Silva's helmet. They are items of close regard, and seeing them away from their respective owners is distressing. I withheld this information because if everyone realized the truth of these items right away, we would all become distraught and lose our bearings in the midst of saving ourselves. But I just don't know anymore. I thought I knew what I was doing, but nothing makes sense. The more time we spend here, the less I know. Morbid curiosity, the desire to develop further and further into a dark well for a pinch of hope. It has driven me to no satisfying end. And now, I'm making you suffer my consequences. Missy. Another heavy sigh escaped her lips. I never felt so aimless. ... She is the ultimate tactician. She's so clueless. Oh no. Echo? I don't expect forgiveness from you for what I did. Simply put, I introduced the weapon to the fray, which eventually caused Ashley's downfall. Obviously forgive her. You're not gonna be able to live. You're not gonna be able to, imagine if... the thing is, alright, I'm thinking about this, right? This is, way too deep. I'm, thinking about this way too deep. But, if Missy dies this chapter, and you just never forgave her, imagine how she feels. Right? And it's, it's not even her fault, really. Okay? She just had a lot of trust in everyone. So it's, she didn't think anyone was gonna get killed. Right? So, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna forgive her. Okay? Because I feel like that's the best way to go. There's no point in being mad, right? We're all gonna have to work together. I understood why she did what she did. Leaving the weapon out was a show of belief that we could do no harm. I understood in theory, but Missy, you don't need to indulge me. Missy looked at me with earnest eyes. It's easy to want to connect with those. It's easy to want to connect. It's easy to want to connect those two damning things together to find a reason within the tragedy, but it's merely not healthy. The truth of the bigger picture is this: Ashley meant to protect the one she cared about, and she truly wanted to remove a threat from our group, having faith that we remaining students do not do harm to each other after the fact. Despite that, regardless the risks she took, we're still here participating in this seemingly endless game. Our predicament doesn't appear so black and white, does it? I'm sorry. I can't seem to form my thoughts. Missy's composure was fractured. She was shouldering the insurmountable weight of guilt. I didn't know what to say. I suppose you've come up here for the same reason as I. I'm sorry for taking so much of your time. I'll leave you be. And thank you for trusting me during the trial. I regret having put you through all that. Oh. I nodded almost invisibly as Missy made her exit down the stairs. I realized Missy was right. The situation was too complicated to make strict judgment on what was just or unjust. At the end of the day, everyone was in pain. Why should I perpetuate it being so callous to them? I sighed. Arriving where my subconscious had urged me, I stood still. I stood in the casino, feeling phantom traces of what happened just hours ago exacerbate my bones. My mind wishfully wandered back to a time before this terrible game, a peaceful time before the despair. Cutscene! Oh my god, cutscene. It was just no- it was just the other night. Ashley and I were talking about nothing in particular, but we knew our time together would come to an end. The autumn season was coming to a close. Just a few more months for our new phase of life to rise from the horizon. We were relishing in the bright, warm sun of the present before it set into a peerless night. Sitting in comfortable, familiar silence, we enjoyed each other's company. Aww, oh, I'm so sad. Have you decided where you want to go? Oh, because they're seniors. They're seniors, they're graduating high school. No, not yet. I was thinking about taking a gap year to travel. Traveling sounds like a dream. Seeing different people and expanding your worldview? Yeah, but then I'd have to worry about my finances while if I'm on the road often. Don't fret, there's always other options. Maybe you could travel locally. There could be interesting sights in the next city that you never knew about. That's a good idea. I've never really thought about that since I just walk everywhere in the city. What about you? Any interesting prospects? Well, Papa wants me to help out on the ranch a little more. The new season coming up, and we're expecting some competitors to stop by. Oh, yeah, the races. You get pretty busy during those weeks, right? It's hectic, but it's fun. I don't really mind helping. In fact, I was still unsure about what I was going to do after school anyway, so this gives me more time to think. And some more time with Hyperon. I'm sure he would miss you if you left. Of course, I would miss him too. We laughed lightly. I don't think you have to worry too much. If anything, you have a future at the ranch with your father. It's a good fallback just in case anything were to happen, right? Yeah, a good fallback. A pondering silence drifted. I think you should travel, though. It would be wonderful to hear about your journey. Nothing is really keeping you down, no? Not really, but the idea is a little daunting. Learning new languages to get around, not to mention find the money to do so. It's a little risky. And we're probably not going to... Sorry. I just wanted to check if everything's fine. Okay. And we're probably not going to have many chances to see each other. There's always a million reasons not to do something. Ah, yes. Besides, if you ever get tired of traveling, I'll always be here. Just don't forget about me, okay? She flashed the warm, comforting smile of hers. I'm so sad. Don't forget. I felt my heart swell. I'm really sad. Oh, I miss them. Oh. I returned to the first floor after some time. Passing in the foyer, I saw Missy and Forte having dinner in the dining hall. Literally, what time is it? Hello, Ganeko. Are you well? Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Missy, sorry if I was unresponsive earlier. I just needed some time to sort out my thoughts. I understand. We're all going through a lot right now. Yeah. Even though we shared a mutual sentiment, our eyes never met during the exchange. Forte broke the silence. Echo, would you like to join us for dinner? It's been a trying day. You ought to take a moment to unwind. No thank you. I had so many thoughts on my mind, and no appetite to feed the thoughts. Will you be alright? Yeah, I just have a lot to think about. Well, don't push yourself too hard, and don't be a stranger if you end up wanting to join us. Sure thing, thanks. I wanted to join them! I wanted to talk to them! What the hell? Okay, anyways, I left Missy and Forte to enjoy their meal in peace. I wandered to the middle of the main foyer and paused. Something was bothering me. One concern I had involved someone I hadn't seen all evening. Should I visit Cannon? Yes, visit Cannon, and apologize for ripping up that beautiful photo she had. I figured since I didn't run into her at the atrium or anywhere else along the way, Cannon must have been in her room. I went down to the living quarters hall and knocked on the door engraved with her school symbol. Cannon, are you there? I just wanted to apologize. ... There was no response. I knocked once more for good measure. ... Silence again. It is now 9 p.m. Okay, wait, so I guess, Echo just woke up at 4 and then just like lazied about. Or like just took a long time like walking around. It is now 9 p.m. Nighttime will begin at 10 p.m. Facilities will be closed until 7 a.m. the next morning. Even the darkest nights will end and the sun will rise. If she were in her room, she didn't want to be disturbed. There wasn't much I could do. I slowly shuffled off. Oh. It's Cannon. I couldn't help but feel guilty for denying Cannon's help despite her tried sincerity. I wonder if I can get the photo pieces back from Missy. But nighttime had come before I knew it. I would have to ask Missy about the torn pic. But nighttime had come before I knew it. I would have to ask Missy about the torn photograph tomorrow. I returned to my personal room and sat on the bedside. I felt sick and shattered. We just passed the first half of the so-called killing game and lost 4 of 10 students in our group. With 3 more days on the horizon, I feared for what would become of our already sparse community. I settled into bed and closed my heavy eyes. My thoughts were entangled in question. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. Okay. Thank you for the raid. I'm gonna switch to my just chatting. Thank you so much, Fro. Oh my god. I hope you had a really good stream. I hope your stream was okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm playing a game if you can't tell. Thank you for the raid again. Oh my god. That scared me. That jump scared me. Oh my god. I really need to like change that. It was great. I'm good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Yeah. Thank you. That scared me. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. I don't know what to do during these situations. Yeah. If anyone's new, I'm playing a little danganronpa game, so if you want to stay for that, that'll be fun. Yeah. Thank you, Fro. I don't know how to do it. Silly. I'm gonna try this. I think. Yeah, there you go. If anyone's in chat, follow Fro, my bad. Fro's pretty cool. I think we've talked a few times, and you know. Sorry, I'm so awkward. I don't know what to do in these situations. Alrighty. Yeah, of course. Thank you for the raid again. Oh, that the raid sound really scares me. I'm glad I wasn't playing Minecraft. It's like the TNT sound, so. Alrighty. Yeah. I don't really know what to do. I'm going back to the game. I usually do variety content if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Do a lot of just chatting, do some art, so, you know, if you're interested in that. Yeah. Also, warning about this game, there might be cartoonish like blood and stuff, so if you're not okay with that, then be careful. Already. Also, this game is free. So if you want to play it, you know. And if you don't want spoilers, I suggest you leave. Okay. My thoughts were entangled in question after haunting question. The words, sights, and memories blurred together with no answer in the horizon. I let go. The images unwound and spilled into the night. Sleep would eclipse my mind as another night passed. Day 5, I think. Yeah, day 5. Scary. Oh no, oh no, oh no, guys. Usually these like intro scenes like tell us basically which character dies, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Forte, and I will be very upset if it's going to be Forte. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so mad. Irk. Something ached. Ah, I felt my stomach turn over. Hungry. Yeah, you didn't eat last night, silly. Okay. I slipped out of my bed and went to the sink, splashing another fitful night's sleep from my eyes with crisp water. Alert from the chill, I got properly dressed. It was disturbing how quickly I acclimated to the morning routine. Oh, 7 a.m. I was awake an entire half hour before the preset alarm went off. Grumbling from the habitual awakening, I sulked. I sulked out of my personal room to grab a bite from the dining hall. Oh my god, no, you're super awesome, bro. You're so sweet. Thank you. We need to talk more. You're like so cool. You're super cool. Alright. The halls were quiet. Nothing but my soft footsteps upon the carpet kept me company. I'm gonna be so upset when. Oh, if this is gonna be a double murder, I'm gonna be so mad. So it's like. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. I crossed the dimly lit foyer and sat myself down at the end of the dining table. I laid my eyes directly on the basket of pastries that still sat in the center of the table. Bro, those pastries are so dead. Like, oh my god, it's been like 2 days, 3 days, I think, actually, of them just sitting there. Like, they're gonna be muffin up. Okay. 2 pastries remained, a lemon square and some sort of Danish with jam. Oh, I love Danish. Okay. I helped myself to the lemon. Helped myself to the lemon square, the delicate bite of sweet and sour zest filling me with a flavorful vigor. As much as I enjoyed the pastry, I couldn't help but remember the I'm not gonna say this word. I hate this word so much. I feel like it's gonna come up so much, but this word is fucking with me. Okay, my English usually isn't this bad. Feeling of Pandora's life being cut short. I finished off the lemon square, leaving the jam Danish in the basket all by its lonesome. Oh. Dot dot dot. I placed the snack on a folded napkin and stuck it in my pocket. Maybe I can give it to Cannon. It's not much, but I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. Give it as a peace offering? I don't think she would accept it as a peace offering per se, but it would be a shame to waste it. I tried to recall whether or not Cannon had even tried one of Pandora's pastries. Dot dot dot. Oh, I think it's about. I think it got cut off. But it's like, what do you think you're doing? My thoughts were interrupted by a sharp exclamation. Oh no! Oh no! Not the red cutscene. Oh my god! Oh my god, guys! I'm scared. Okay. We knew this was gonna happen, so we. Okay. Calm down. It's gonna be fine. Okay. I rushed out of the dining hall and saw Lyle and Cannon arguing in the connecting hall between the foyer and living quarters. Say was standing beside Lyle once more, watching the scene unfold. Cannon, you're always running away and hiding, aren't you? Shut up. You think I'm going to run headfirst into danger? I'm not going to be an idiot like you and Echo, getting myself hurt for no reason. Guys? What the fuck? What is going on? Okay, Lyle seized Cannon's camera from her wrist. Hey, hands off! I've I've had it with you and your secrets. I'll break this thing for good if you don't tell me what you're hiding. No, please don't. Oh no. I made shit up, by the way. What's going on? I started to intervene, but Forte stepped in from within the living quarters. Oh my god. Hello, Forte. Forte best boy. Okay. Approaching from down the hall behind Lyle, Forte plucks the camera out of his grasp with ease. You're all awfully lively at such an hour. Forte returned the camera to Cannon as Missy approached from the opposite side of the living quarters. Lyle and Cannon stepped back a few paces from each other, the space now singularly occupied by their glares. Cannon wraps the strap around her wrists and grips the camera tightly. Good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning to you all. Though I would hardly call the shouting and threatening each other. Although I would hardly call shouting and threatening others a productive way to start the day. What's with the commotion this time? Yeah, morning. I'm not entirely sure. I woke up early, so I went to the dining hall to help myself to breakfast, and I heard Lyle and Cannon arguing about something. Why were you up so early anyway, Lyle? Haven't been able to sleep well, if you really must know. Lyle trailed off, but his gaze was tense. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Lyle scoffed. Anyway, I was awake because I was restless, but Cannon here was sneaking around my room looking for dirt, no doubt. That's a damn lie. Is that so? Explain this. Lyle produces a photograph of what looks to be a checker pattern. Oh, this is a chessboard? What is this? Indeed, what are you showing us? It's a chessboard. I have a chessboard in my personal room. The only way Cannon would have taken a picture of it was if she was trespassing. Oh my god, English is hard. The only way Cannon would have taken a picture of it was if she trespassed and entered my room. You're the worst. You were blatantly walking around with that thing tucked under your arm in the early morning. I hate reading. You were blatantly walking around with the thing tucked under your arm in the early hours of the morning. I didn't sneak anywhere, much less your personal room. I just happened to be around the corner when I saw the strange thing. So you admit you were hiding. Just a minute. What's this about a chessboard? That's none of your business. I brought it out only to discuss it with Say, no one else. Missy sighed. Don't be absurd. The existence of such a thing has been brought to everyone's attention thanks to your commotion. There's no use in keeping it a secret now, Lyle. Fine. Lyle leaves the group to retrieve the item in question from his personal room. The rest of us gathered in the dining hall in anticipation. You just have to go to the dining hall, huh? Alrighty. Hold on, let me... I hate Twitch mobile. It makes no sense. Okay. Alrighty. After a moment, Lyle returns, presenting a lacquered wooden chessboard. Oh, I don't like that. Well, I don't know what that means. Okay. Care to elaborate? What seems to be the issue here? It's not strictly a chessboard per se. It doesn't come with pieces to play with, and there are markings on the two opposite corners. But from those differences alone, I know what its real purpose is. It's the mutilated chessboard problem. If I recall correctly, it's a type of tilling puzzle, no? Yes. The problem is, as so. Okay, we're gonna have to. Okay, this is too big brain for me. Okay, suppose an 8x8 chessboard has two diagonally opposite corners removed, leaving 62 squares. Is it possible to place 31? What the fuck is it? Okay, 31 2x1 dominoes in such a way along the ranks or files that all squares are covered. From the numbers alone, you'd think it mathematically possible. After all, 31 is half of 62. However, the problem is impossible to complete. By removing the two diagonally opposite corners, we're taking out two either black or white squares. Whichever is removed, we're left with a real estate of 32 of one type of square and 30 of the other. This is like way too big brain. This is an issue since the dominoes will always cover one black and one white. If the remaining squares are uneven like this, we'll be left with one domino and two uncovered squares. At the end of the day, puzzles like this are pointless. They're not problems, they're hoaxes meant to frustrate. In that case, do you believe you were expected to solve it given you're the ultimate puzzle master? I doubt it. It came with neither instruction or dominoes, just the board itself, with two corners marked. It was in my room. Even if it were given to me to solve, whoever gave it to me must have known that I would see through the problem straight toward the impossible nature of it anyway. So, Lyle had this complicated thing in his room as well. Huh? Hang on. This moment felt oddly familiar, hearing someone had a strange thing in their room. I wondered if it was simply a coincidence or... Hey, Forte, can I ask you something? What is it? When I was shocked on the first day, you took me to your personal room to keep an eye on me. I remember you had sheet music. What was it of? Oh, that. The sheets were actually select parts of the libretto for, an opera I have some disdain for. Oh? Indeed, the story of the man that, despite his success, makes a deal with dark spirits to get what he truly wants. I don't care much for the morals of it. I see. His choice of words were rather nonplussed, but his brow furrowed deeply at the mention of the opera. Could these things be indicative of something more? In their respective rooms, Lyle had a frustrating puzzle, and Forte had sheet music that turned out to be for a story he doesn't quite like. Interesting. I wonder then if the revolver in my room was presented in a similar fashion, to test myself with a curious game within a game itself. What could that mean? Don't you think it has to do something with your talent as well? Perhaps, but conversely, there's a discrepancy among the items. Ashley's room item had nothing to do with her talent. Yeah, Ashley received her friend Silva's helmet. In a way, it could have been read as a gift at first thought, but given their history, it must have been a jab at the fight that occurred between them. And I can surmise what sort of gift Cannon was given. Her camera. I haven't made any effort to hide it, but yes, I have rather mixed feelings about this. Not elaborating any further, Cannon scowls as she stared at the device. Say, did you happen to awaken in your room with a strange item? Yeah, I did. Would you mind sharing it with us? I wonder if it's something talent related. Say momentarily withdrew into her own room to retrieve her item. Here. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Not expected. She produced a yellow skull and bone statuette. What on earth? Is that real? It can't be real. The shape is too stylized to resemble anything realistic. Oh, I guess you're right. Still, such a depiction of a skull, fake or not, sent chills up my spine. I wonder what the card says. This thing is kind of heavy too. When I woke up, it was sitting on the cabinet at the foot of my bed, staring at me. It's like it was telling me something bad would happen. It's horrible. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just hid it in one of my cabinet drawers. I mean, valid, I would do that. Say's item doesn't seem to have any outward appearance to be related to her talent, however. A skull and bone statuette planted in a game centered around murder. I get the impression that it was given deliberately. Yeah, it can't just be a coincidence, huh? So Ashley wasn't the only one that had something out of place in her room when she woke up. It seemed nearly everyone here had something unusual in their room. Oh, Pandora had the little card thing, note, and we don't know what Cyrus or Art had. Wait, all these strange things have something in common. All these strange things have something in common. Okay, they all have high sentimental value. All items seem are some degree disturbing. Yeah, that one. I think all these room gifts, it seems like they're all meant to unsettle you in some way. Interesting. It was quite disturbing to receive a revolver of all things before the events of the killing game being revealed to us, no less. Missy, what about the item you had last night? You said it was analogous I don't know how to say that. To Silva's helmet. Correct. It has a painted past. The owner was to kill herself with it for betraying her family's wishes. What a loathsome quest. So, instead of following her family's blindsided desire, she took the dagger and nothing else as she fled from home. Missy withdrew the dagger from her possession and turned it over in her hands carefully. She had a forlorn look in her eyes as she stared at it. No way! There's no way I'm letting Missy allow another weapon to fall into the wrong hands. Oh no, wait, Bestie, no. Okay, Lyle sped in to take the dagger from Missy, but Forte held him back in a firm grip. Forte is strong, man. Okay, yeah, didn't miss anything. Why are you stopping me? I'm trying to prevent more destruction. Missy's weapons are going to do more harm than good. And can you say with confidence you won't let the weapon fall into the wrong hands as well? Whoever fights monsters should see it that they do not become a monster in the process. Lau, I think you would do well to follow those words Lyle, I think you would do well to follow those words of insight, given your reactions to the event. It's not that I don't have any faith in you to solve the workings of our situation, but I don't want to see you turn against us just for the sake of an answer. I'm not turning against you. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this forsaken game we're in. Arg! Oh no! Oh no, Bessie, no. Okay, Lyle hurled the chessboard across the hall, splintering the wood into several pieces. Scream. Lyle, violence is not the answer. You have a sharp mind. Don't let rage and confusion blind your judgment. Okay, hold on. Okay. I just want to say something real quick. Lyle is definitely set up to be like the antag / rival character, because like he literally took over during like Echo like losing their mind. So like I feel like, okay, if Lyle dies this chapter, I will be really sad. But if Lyle dies, or if Forte or Lyle dies, I will lose my marbles. I don't really care too much right now for Canon and Say, because they're like I don't know. You don't really know much about them. Like, they're really mysterious. But I will be upset. I will be upset if Lyle, Missy, or Forte died today. Okay. Then tell me, what's the point of these so-called gifts? Missy, you received a gun of all things, and now you've got your hand on a dagger? Say even had a skull and crossbone statue. What good could that possibly serve? Not to mention all the awful gifts. This game has been rigged from the beginning to incite violence and violence only. Lyle, please settle down. We're gathered to talk this out. I understand you're frustrated, but discussion is the best tool at our current disposal. If we keep a level head, we're sure to find an answer for the question at hand. We have so many brilliant minds here. Why not do what we can? Lyle huffed. He crossed his arms and paced to the far corner of the dining hall, allowing whoever else to speak. Well, all I can speculate. Sorry, I'm gonna save real quick. I keep accidentally pressing the stupid thingy. I haven't saved it in a long time. I need to save. Okay. Well, all I can speculate is perhaps signs of distrust were to be planted among us from the start, since the gifts might have stirred feelings of resentment. If that's the case, what do you think Art's gift was? Maybe it was because of that thing. Maybe it was because of that thing he was the first one to act. It could be possible he walked into the mansion with pre-existing bleak feelings that were only exasperated further by the situation we found ourselves in. One could surmise that is a plausible root of his motivation. The room fell silent for a moment. They speak in too many big words. I'm struggling. Okay, Missy and Forte were deep in thought, while Say and Cannon were their usual quiet selves. Lyle, on the other hand, just allowed the conversation to move at its own pace. Missy continued. It's going to be difficult to reflect on the events past, but I believe it will be necessary to progress. I believe we ought to ask the killing. What was the root of each occurrence? Art did it out of protection, didn't he? As I understood it, it was done more out of fear. Ashley was afraid too. She was afraid for Echo's safety. Both of them must have thought getting rid of a potential mastermind behind our situation would stop the game completely. However, is there such a possibility of a mastermind existing within our ranks? ... No one dared to comment on such a thing. Regardless, I do not like this. Splintering the unity of the group with hypotheticals wouldn't get us very far. Yeah, besides, who would be so cruel to want to insert themselves into a game that could put themselves in harm's way? The idea is disturbingly masochistic. Yeah, I said that right. 100%. I suppose an amount of faith is required amongst us, so we don't shatter what already limited and delicate trust has been built. They say way too many I'm struggling. Okay, we got this far, haven't we? The most plausible mastermind would have been Cyrus, but he was ultimately just a pawn in the overall scheme. So much for his immunity. Another pause. Missy looked over to Lyle, who continued to sulk. Lyle, Lyle's just in timeout. Lyle, have you had a moment to collect yourself? He lets out an elongated sigh. Sure. Then please, your wit and assistance will be paramount to solving our predicament. I haven't doubted your skills for a second. However, I would ask you to cooperate. Mitzi extended a hand in compromise. Lau hesitates, but eventually shakes in agreement. Make no mistake, I'm still suspicious of everyone here, Missy especially. Don't think I'll forgive you for the hoops we had to go through to figure out what happened to Cyrus. I don't expect you to accept any of my excuses, so long as we're understood to have the same goal, to escape our predicament. Whatever. Let's just get on with figuring out this damned killing game. If we think about it, the working goal was supposedly meant to be committing such horrid I'm so bad at reading. If we think about it, the working goal we're supposedly meant to be committing such heinous acts for is to earn something called the ultimate prize. This prize is meant to be received at the end of 7 days of captivity. In that case, couldn't we just wait until the 7th day? Was pursuing the so-called prize even on anyone's mind this whole time? Consider this. What could possibly be so desirable yet completely unspecified that we provoked to fight to the death? We ought to solely focus on pursuing escape and resisting any pressure to act on killing. That's the only answer I can foresee. But as we've seen, Zero has deployed a number of things throughout the day to apply stress. Regarding the force motive question, just the act of choosing whether or not to discuss it already has its suspicious implication, doesn't it? And it didn't happen in Cyrus's case, since the killing occurred early in the afternoon. But if we didn't do anything like we did on the second day, something would have happened. Something would have been employed later in the day to ensure we would act. Case in point, the disturbing music. Indeed, waiting out wasn't going to be an option to begin with. As far as we can tell, nothing made any sense. Tisk. Missy furrowed her brow. It's difficult to make concrete statements about our situation. The variety of strange things happening don't seem to have any rhyme or reason. So what can we even do? Oh no, it's the morning announcement. Oh no. Before anyone could respond, a ringing filled the halls. So, day 5, another wondrous day within the walls. Today's forced motive question is, do you believe in strengths in numbers? That's a real head scratcher, huh? Nah, not really. It's pretty obvious, right? Unless we have any lone wolves out there. The announcement ended as quickly as it came. Huh? That one's kind of vague. It's not vague, it's nothing. Why wouldn't there be strength in numbers? Cannon broke her silence in a snide remark. It was strange coming from her, considering how much she avoided us. Yeah, it was kind of strange. I'm inclined to agree that the answer seems pretty straightforward. I concur, especially since we are finding ourselves in this very scenario where it is beneficial that we all be present to discuss the game. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a double murder. Because strength in numbers, that's kind of funny. Because someone's gonna die. Okay? Someone's going to have to die. And like, usually in danganronpa games, chapter 3 is the double murder. And like, strength in numbers, if they have a double murder, that means they're losing 3 characters. And no more strength in numbers, huh? You know? So, because like the previous last chapter's motive question didn't really do anything. So, I don't know. Okay, so we all agree that that was completely pointless. Back to what we were talking about. What do we think the purpose of the ultimate prize and preservation project are as a whole? Missy, you said you wanted to involve yourself in this group. Can't you make heads or tails of this? I've been trying to make sense of it since we arrived. All I can say is perhaps we found ourselves in an elaborate trap. I heard Lyle mutter, "That's obvious," under his breath. Missy ignored him. Echo, I believe you may be able to recall what I said when you asked about ultimate students for the first time. Yeah, it was interesting, what you said. What those individual groups or institutions do with the students is beyond me. I've not heard many stories of success or failure from anyone who's had the luxury of being accepted. Anyway, don't take much stock in the title, is what I'm saying. What do those institutions do with the students? I mean, of course your talents would be highly coveted, but wouldn't the world be seeing constant new developments in, like, biological discoveries or technology? Excellent observation. Why haven't we seen those developments indeed? It's clear that, as ultimate students, we're the crux of this game's existence. How do you mean? Who or what singularly determined the fact that we had ultimate talent? The Preservation Project. And Echo, you didn't seem to have any knowledge of ultimate talent students or the Preservation Project at all prior to your experience thus far. Huh? That's true. So, I ask, how did you become a participant here? We all had to willingly sign up to be brought here. I'm curious whether Echo's presence is a discrepancy we can bet upon. It seems glaringly peculiar given the circumstance. That much is clear. In that case, I believe we've been uniquely blessed with the peculiarity of Echo's presence that could shed light on our situation. Missy thought hard. I need more information. I have an idea on where to potentially fetch the knowledge I seek. Ugh. Say? You know what? The reason for all this, why it's so hard to figure out, it's all meant to be beyond our comprehension and capabilities, isn't it? Why not just go along with the game instead of fighting it? Question mark, exclamation point. What are you saying? Uh-oh. Suddenly, a rumbling shook through the dining hall. It sounded like it was coming from the foyer. We darted out of the dining hall to investigate. What the fuck? No way. The previously impenetrable main foyer doors opened. We're on day 5, and there are still 5 of you. That's impossible. 5 of you, the voice cracked. Test your strength. Explore beyond the doors as a group. Split up. Do nothing. I don't care. Your strength in numbers. Can you remain a group in spirit as you wander the mysterious halls? Yes, the doors, once thought as your only way out, have been thrown ajar. They've never really been an exit. You've all assumed so. How silly is that? And, oh, what's this? Ding! Facing opposite of the foyer doors, the elevator indicator lit up, showing a new floor available to us, the courtroom. I'll even let you all take a little detour to the courtroom. Find the secrets of this wretched place if you dare to face them. Yes, the game will go on, regardless how hard you resist. Evil laugh. Everyone was astonished. We were all fixated at the gaping dark hole that lay beyond the previously dangerous door. Zero is challenging us to uncover the secrets of our captivity. So be it. I'll be infiltrating Cyrus's room. He had knowledge of mine and Ashley's connections. It's likely he had access to much more information. What? But the door that mysteriously kept us in has opened up. There could be information further in this building too. Lyle pulls out the secret note he's been holding on to since discovering it on the second day. This note has to mean something. It's clear that Zero represents one of the symbols and has shown himself in the court. So the same has to be said about Eve's symbol. Whoever's operating the announcements, Eve or Zero, have to be somewhere beyond the doors. It would be too obvious for Zero to be hiding in the courtroom. What if it's simply an artificial intelligence behind the two personalities? Then what? Searching for something intangible and scripted to run the game won't relieve the overall secrets beyond the walls. Cyrus knew things about the project as a whole. That kind of information can't be denied at a time like this. Lyle, Missy, please. Arguing again isn't going to solve anything. Echo, serve. Agreed. I hate to suggest it, but perhaps this opportunity is the forced motive question presenting itself in a testable way. That's what I was thinking. If we recall on day 3, the additional motive of distressing music was implemented at 4 p.m. Aha! We can split up and investigate until 4 p.m. where we can rendezvous and exchange information, all while bracing ourselves for what Zero has in store for us. In that case, I'll venture into the unknown. If anything goes wrong here, you can bet I'll be the one to puzzle the truth together in the aftermath. Lyle stands squarely before the dim hall of the open doorway. I suppose that's our best option. It's not the wisest thing to do given our already small group, but it would give us an edge in discovering the secrets of our whereabouts. Missy nods as she makes her decision to remain within the main wing. There are 6 of us, therefore we ought to divide into groups of 3, so we can all keep an eye on each other in our respective areas. Breaking off into 3 pairs is out of the question. Kenan, you're coming with me. What makes you think I want to go with you? As much as I'd miss your awful company if you didn't come, you wouldn't let go of your camera, and I think it might be a touch useful going down, okay? Kenan rolled her eyes, but didn't object further. I'll join Missy. Worry not. I shall not let anything go wrong. I'm gonna be so upset. No, I already see it happening. It's going to be Missy and Forte as the victims. I already know for a fact. I feel like I'm calling it right now. Oh, I'm so upset. Okay. Besides, I trust Kenan to keep an eye on things for me. Sure you do. Let's decide on splitting up between investigating beyond the foyer doors and remaining in the main wing. With only myself and Say remaining, I looked to her to see what group she would go with. Say remained still. I guess she was waiting for me to make my choice first. Oh, I get to choose? Oh, well, I mean, I'll talk to Lyle first. Echo, hurry it up, will you? I know, I need some time to think. The worst action is inaction. We have to dig up this miserable place's secrets. If Lyle's patient wasn't already paper thin, I just applied a hydraulic press atop it with my indecision. Oh my god. Forte. What do you think you'll find? Who can say? I certainly don't know what to expect, but I'll do my best to assist Missy in her endeavors. Oh, I see. I'm not sure what I can offer to the investigation. Half of a memorable experience in the overall scheme? Don't fret it. If you can't lend a hand, don't fret it if you can't don't fret it if you can't lend a hand. Keep in mind simply the impact we have on each other people. We're important to each other. Aw, Forte's so sweet. Okay, let's talk to Missy. Are you having trouble deciding? A little. I'm mostly worried that something bad might happen. It's perfectly normal to feel fear. It means you're still human. Your senses haven't acclimated to the awful environment. Let's talk to Kenan. I approached Kenan, wishing to apologize for what happened yesterday. I don't quite know what to say. Kenan didn't lift her eyes to meet mine as I tried to organize my thoughts. Echo, hustle! Please, Echo, time is of the essence. Kenan continued to stay silent. Let's talk to Say. Say, do you have any preference? No, I'll go with whoever. I don't care. You pick. Okay. So whichever group I decide to go with, Say will likely join the other. Come on, you all. I'm being very generous right now. You don't want your opportunity to go to waste, do you? Evil laugh. Time's a wasting. Echo's taunt. Echo. Sorry, Echo. Zero's taunting voice rung through the halls once more, his laugh crackling through the speakers. This feels like an important choice. Perhaps I should think carefully. Hold on, let me save, we're gonna play both versions, okay? We're gonna play both versions. I'm gonna be really upset if, I'm gonna be so upset. I know for a fact that the other group I don't join is going to die. I don't know. Like, I want to go with Forte and Missy because I want to know more about Cyrus. Guys, if I get the bad ending, I'm gonna get so mad. Okay. We'll go with Missy and Forte, okay? And then we'll go with the other group later, okay? We'll do it. I'll do another stream when I do the other group, okay? I'm gonna be so upset if anything happens to Lyle. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. Relax. Okay. We're going with Missy and Forte, guys. And I saved, so I can go back later. Okay? Okay? Okay, cool. Okay, guys. Guys, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay. Anyways, I'm preparing myself mentally. Okay. I'm sorry I'm being so like indecisive. This is important. This is really important. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go with Missy and Forte. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I don't want anything to happen to any of them. Okay. Yes. Okay. We just do it. I'll go with Missy and Forte. It was decided. I joined Missy and Forte. To be fair, Say and Lyle are pretty close. So like, you shouldn't be mad. Okay. I joined Missy and Forte, and Lyle's kind of mad at me for being indecisive. So, Echo, we'll go with Missy and Forte. I joined Missy and Forte on the opposite side of the center glass table. Say joined Lyle and Cannon near the foyer doors. Then that's that. We will investigate to our fullest ability and rendezvous here before 4 p.m. That alright with you, Lyle? Yes, ma'am. Lyle had already begun walking past the doors before she asked. Cannon silently matched his pace and Say scurried to catch up. As the three faded out of sight, I immediately felt, oh fuck, I think we've chose the wrong choice. Oh no. I don't know if Echo says the same thing when we're in Lyle's group, but I feel like I've chosen the wrong choice. Fuck. Okay. I immediately began to feel uneasy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, is this okay? Splitting up? Come now, Echo. The choice has been made. The general consensus was that we were to split up evenly if we want to comb the building in a timely manner. Yeah, sorry, I was just a little worried. Couldn't shake the... Oh, God. I don't know if I made the wrong choice now. I'm gonna be so upset. Guys, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay. I couldn't shake the remnant hostility between Lyle and Cannon's argument this morning. Crap. Shit. Oh no. Okay. It's fine. There was a crackle of static before Zero started speaking again. So you've all decided to split up, huh? That's alright. No sweat off my back, figuratively speaking, of course. Thanks to your fancy bracelets, I can still locate you where you are. There's no escaping for you quite yet. Anyway, I have a very special big motive for you later. But now, how about some fun little gifts? What the fuck? Why is my phone vibrating so much? Alright, it's just... Not for everyone, mind you. These will be for Cannon and Missy, respectively, at the nearest kiosk. Grab it if you want, or leave it for someone else to stumble upon. I don't care. At this point, whatever you do is meaningless anyway. Huh? I wasn't sure if this was just me, but it felt like Zero's energy was different. Heh. I'll check I'll check back in with you folks later. Enjoy your investigation. Hello. Hello, Marky. Hello. Oh, I'm so freaked out. Oh my god, okay. Ah! Okay, I'm freaked out. I'm freaked out. I'm so nervous. Something's gonna happen. Because Echo says they feel uneasy, so I feel uneasy. I'm nervous. I'm like shaking. Okay, anyways. The announcement ended. Missy went over to the foyer kiosk and as directed. Similar to the victim report, the kiosk printed a small sheet, blank face up. What is that? Don't feel any pressure to share if it's unpleasant. To be frank, I was only expecting unpleasant. Missy tore the small sheet from the print feed and flipped it around. As if being beholden to her vexing gift wasn't enough, I have this to remind me of the game's treachery. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh. She showed us the front face of the sheet, a photograph of Darling drenched in blood, a mocking picture of her death. Missy spat the words as Forte and I took a quick look before turning our gazes away from the horrific sight. It's truly despicable. Missy stared at it a little longer before stowing the picture within her inner coat. We really must get to the bottom of this treachery. I'm revolted by how condescending the game treats lives. Missy turned down the living quarters hall. I hate this statement. Okay. Missy turned down the living quarters hall toward Cyrus's room. I'm really curious to find out more about Cyrus. That's mostly why I picked this one. And I really like Forte and Missy, so. But my favorite character was Lyle, so. It didn't occur to me until we arrived at the door that we don't have a way in, do we? What do you mean? Isn't the door locked? Desperate times call for desperate measures, don't you think? Okay, Missy serving, okay? I'm not gonna say slay, okay? I don't want Missy to kill anyone, okay? Missy withdrew Darling's dagger and swiftly struck the doorknob off. What the? How strong are these characters? Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I don't exactly have Cyrus's ID bracelet now, do I guess not. Missy inspected the borehole previously occupied by the doorknob and inserted the dagger, pulling the latch away from the jab into the door until the door clicked open. And there we are. Do you think this would be against the rules? It wasn't explicitly stated. However, if it were, I'll deal with the fallout in the courtroom. Ugh, Missy. Missy was persistent. She opened the door and marched straight in. Terribly sorry for the intrusion. Oh, Forte's so sweet. I'm gonna be so mad if anything happens to him. He's my number one best boy right now. Lyle is getting a little bit on my nerves, but I mean, it's valid. Okay. Forte stepped in, and I trailed along behind him. I don't like the music change. I do not. Okay. Cyrus's room had little defining feature in it, similar to mine, Forte's, and Ashley's in design. The only thing setting it apart was the set of manila file folders on the bedside table. Aha, it was a hunch, but it seems I was right in presuming Cyrus had information about us. Missy fanned the folders across the bed and began her search. Here, grab a folder and see if you can find anything interesting about our situation. Forte helped himself to a folder and glanced at the first few pages before sitting himself in his spare chair. Are we looking for anything specific? Anything at all, honestly. The more we know, the better. I picked up the folder at the bottom of the pile and sat cross-legged on the floor. and opened the file. I'm so curious about this. Okay. I found the floor plans to the building. There were some general blueprint diagrams, nothing I could make sense of. Not that they looked much different from the maps displayed on the kiosks. The only thing to note was a sheet that was stained in blood in the corner. Among the blueprints was a small booklet. The title read, Floor Plans, Game L, on the inside page. 5 floors were listed in the index. There's 5 floors to the building? Jesus. Wait, 5 floors? On the top we have... Oh, okay. Wait, let me see it! Superstructure. Trial grounds. Infirmary. Living quarters. Casino. Smoking lounge. Garage. Art gallery. Activities. Spa lounge. Climbing center. Jazz club. Living quarters. Dining room. Study. Theater. Collections. Trophy room. Blank. Huh. The last room listed had 2 sections. One was the trophy room, and the other was redacted. So Lyle and Say are probably visiting the trophy room on the floor below us. I started through the booklet and found basic information we already knew. All floors have kiosks to communicate. Bracelets were used for identification. Active hours are from... Nothing new yet. I flipped to the back, looking for the details about the 5th floor. Oh, it's ripped out. Uh-oh. However, when I arrived toward the final pages, I noticed that they were torn out. Whatever remained of the page stuck out from the binding in a messy tear. I grumbled. Of course. The details of the floor beneath us are conveniently gone. I stared at the back panel and noticed something odd. There seemed to be an imprint of writing pressed on the back panel. It was barely visible, but in the right light I could make it out. 251110? Maybe Cyrus wrote the numbers on the last page with a certain amount of pressure, resulting in an almost invisible imprint. These numbers might have been important, seeing as the pages were the pages before it were torn. Ah, okay. Or they could have been a mistake, and that's why the pages were removed? Have you two found anything pertinent? I don't know, man. To share? I snapped out of my concentration. Oh yeah, I found the floor plans that show a floor below ours. From the looks of it, Lyle, Cannon, and Say went down to the trophy room. Trophy room. That doesn't sound too promising. Well, there seems to be another room, but it was crossed out, so I can't figure out what else is down there. Also, take a look at this. There are some numbers that are just barely visible here. I showed Missy the impression of numbers on the back panel. What do you suppose these 6 digits could mean? A code, perhaps? But I don't recall encountering any sort of code-locked door in our immediate facility. Then it's likely a code meant to be used in the area where the 3 of them went. Right. That said, let's finish our investigation before we visit them. Then, when we rejoin them, we'll see what discoveries they have to report and whether or not the code will be of use after all. I nodded and made a point to memorize the numbers before setting the booklet aside. Forte, did you find anything of note? I came across our class's doiser, namely student profiles about each of us. student profiles? Did you find anything about me? I was still wondering why, exactly, I was involved in this game, since I explicitly have been, have give, have, since I didn't explicitly have a given ultimate talent. I've exhausted the files on hand and didn't see your name anywhere. Oh, I see. I'm terribly sorry. I understand it's been bothersome to be here as an unexplained outlier. It's not your fault, Forte. I guess it's coincidence. Although, I did come across something useful. These student profiles have an immense amount of background details. Important figures, significant others, fears, other miscellaneous, you got it. But other than Cyrus, no one present has any background involvement with the game. So all of us present are just victims of coincidence? It seems statistically improbable given our rare talent expertise. Yes and no? How shall I explain it? To start, as we are aware, the minimum requirement to come here was to be an ultimate student that received a letter of recognition from the Preservation Project. Should they have accepted the offer for protection, there was a period of time between sending the letter back and, I suppose, being whisked away to the secret location. It seems that in that period of time, there was a sorting method to create the class. Classes were comprised of pairs of ultimate students. Okay. These pairs of ultimate students would have to be the two people who were significantly involved in one way or another. For example, of the folks we did see from day one, Art and Lyle were apparently considered to be close enough for pairing off. Though it appears this roster would have included the other students that would have formed pairs, but aren't present. One can assume Cyrus himself crossed out the students that were absent. However, there are two students that aren't crossed out, which may require further inspection, and well, it would be best if you two saw for yourselves. Forte revealed the roster of student names and talents. Oh, I'm so curious. Okay. Oh, her sister. Crap, her sister. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, that's Silva for sure. Okay. Cyrus's person's gone. Forte and person dead, probably dead. Darling probably. There were 15 profiles shown on the roster. One next to Cyrus was clipped out and 5 were crossed out with dark ink, bringing the total of students visible to us to 11. However, I wasn't on the roster, so it should have brought the number down to 9 since I was excluded. Her sister. Peculiar. As you noted, there are 2 extra students that we have yet to encounter. Also, I didn't see it too much. I didn't look at it long enough, but I think Zero was paired off with someone, right? Oh, I don't know. Okay. I'm like freaked out because I know something's gonna happen. Okay. Yes, they are listed as being in association with Say and Pandora from the looks of it. Does that mean that they're also ultimate students? That is indeed the case. They're listed as ultimate radio host and ultimate cartographer. Akihiko Quartz and Gea, the French name, respectively. Question mark, exclamation point? Gea, last name? Let's have a closer look at these 2 students. Missy hastily moved aside the folder strewn across the bed and placed the student profiles of Akihiko and Gea. Oh, wait! That's Zero! Akihiko Quartz. looked like Zero. His clothing and hair were different colors, but his actual features were the same. Oh, she's Eve. It's Zero and Eve. Guys, I figured it out. And Gaia looked awfully similar to Pandora. It's her sister. She had a sister. Even more damning, their even more damning were their school symbols depicted along with their profile pictures. Well, one thing is for certain, it's clear to us now that Zero's true identity is Akihiko Quartz, and we can conclusively put a face to this second mysterious announcer named Eve. It seems Pandora must have known more than she was letting on, seeing as the true identity of Eve appears to be her very own sibling. That said, seeing as the students' associations have been revealed, it can only mean Sei, knowing Akihiko, has some sort of further involvement in this game. Sei was suspicious all this time. There's no doubt. Sei must have been. Oh, there's no doubt. Sei must be the mole we were seeking for. I just made that up, but it's fine. It still made sense. My head was spinning. Oh no, Sei went with Lyle and Cannon. Oh crap. Oh god. That's why Sei was being suspiciously okay with her words, you know? While we were in the foyer, she wasn't being super stuttery or she wasn't being super nervous or anything. So I have a feeling that Sei knew this entire time about something, okay? This is my theory. This is my game theory, okay? Okay. Were we being fooled from the start? Two people on the inside were connected to two entities administering the game. Shouldn't we confront Sei now that we know that she might be up to something? Doing so could prove dangerous. I would like to watch her movements to see what she's thinking, and as far as she's aware, she doesn't know we're on to her. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna restart my... Okay. Boom. Boom. Alright. It's difficult to determine what's going on in her mind. She speaks so little. That's why I don't like her. She's suspicious. Okay. ... Then, I think we should check out Pandora's room. She might have something hidden in there, since she's a part of this. Excellent idea. I'd still like to look over the rest of my files if you don't mind. I'll go with you, Echo. I'm curious about what Art's notable gift was, if you would like to make a detour. I nodded and approached the exit. Oh, just a minute. The dagger. Missy gave the dagger to Forte. You can use the dagger to knock the doorknob off like I did earlier. On second thought, I don't know if I want to leave you alone like this. I'll be fine. I still have a gun on my person. I don't want to resort to firing it, but seeing as our situation is becoming more contentious, it may not be my choice. I felt a shiver go up my spine. Missy was taking the situation much more seriously, with a chillingly unfeeling demeanor. Understood. We'll make haste in our investigation and return promptly. I'm gonna be so upset if anything happens to Missy. I will be so upset. Okay. Missy's so important to everything basically. Forte and I stepped out of Cyrus's room and walked to the opposite hall to Art's room. There, Forte struck the doorknob, pulled back the latch, and opened the door. Why is it so easy? Are these characters just way stronger? The only thing in Art's room was a worn-looking golf bag. The leather bag was embroidered with the Art's last name. I feel like that must have been his grandfather's, yeah. Oh, this must have belonged to his grandfather. Art must have been reminded of his pastime golfing with him. It must have been distressing to see this upon waking up, to say the least. Forte let out a heavy sigh. It's unfortunate, but it explains his reaction to Pandora's question. Now knowing she might be involved, do you think she guarded him on? That would be quite masochistic, wouldn't it? And to what benefit? After all, she fell by his hand. That's true. Forte paused. Do you believe the flap of a feather? Do you believe a flap of a butterfly's wings can cause a hurricane? Huh? A little thing like a butterfly creating a disaster sounds improbable. Yeah. It's a theory. Minute occurrences within similar initial starting conditions can lead to drastically different outcomes. Why was that so hard to read? The situation could very well be one of those drastic outcomes. Are you speculating Pandora set this entire scenario off by purposely inciting the first murder? Who can say that was her intention? Besides, her interactions were never of ill will, were they? She was kind to everyone, so who's to say perhaps the flap of this butterfly's wings caused the storm that would eventually give way to the shining rainbow that will grace our skies. That's a pretty optimistic outlook. Looking forward to the eventual repose of this nightmare is all we have, isn't it? Eventual repose. I could only hope something like that would free us from the trappings of this storm. Though, why should we wait for something minuscule and out of control like that? Oh, like the wind. Though, why should we wait for something minuscule and out of control like the winds to dictate our fate? I'm keen on taking such matters into my own hands if need be. I'm not sure I would know where to begin with such an endeavor. Well, that's neither here nor there at the moment. Shall we move on to Pandora's room? Yeah, let's check it out. We left Art's room and visited the living quarters on the other side of the foyer. Entering Pandora's room in a similar fashion once again, Forte and I came upon another nondescript personal room. Only this time, there was nothing to be found in her room. Huh? Did Pandora not receive some kind of room gift? Perhaps she was involved. There was no need. But Say has one. Creepy one at that. Yes, an ominous skull and bone statuette. The two of us peeked into the dresser and were greeted with nothing but stationery and other miscellany. Wait, what if she was doing what Cannon did? Cannon said she received that instant camera, right? And she's been clinging onto it basically since the beginning of the whole predicament. That certainly wouldn't be out of the question. Do you recall anything Pandora might have had that would be grounds of suspicion? Yeah, that secret note. She showed it to me just before nighttime on the second day. At first, I thought something was fishy, that she may be hiding something, but I pressed my fingers on my temple. I don't know. Pandora ended up suffering, and the note fell into Lyle's hands. Maybe the secret note was her vexing gift, but if she were some kind of double agent, why would she nonchalantly share the note with me? Who can say? I sighed. The more we know, the better. I couldn't help but think the opposite. As we dug up more information, the more confused I became. I could only hope that Lyle, Cannon, and Say found. I could only hope that whatever Lyle, Cannon, and Say found would answer the many questions. But at the same time, I was afraid to uncover more of these secrets. Let us return to Missy with our findings. If anything happened to Missy, I will lose my marbles right now. I will lose every marble. Okay, good. Returning to Cyrus's room once more, Forte and I found Missy in deep concentration. Welcome back. Did you two find anything interesting? Art had his late grandfather's golf clubs in his room, and Pandora had nothing. Nothing? Echo speculates that perhaps the secret note mentioned in the first trial may be Pandora's room gift, in the same fashion as Cannon's instant camera. The room was empty. She probably kept the note on her person for safekeeping or something, but when she left it in the pantry on the third day, Lyle has been holding on to it since. We'll have to take a closer look at it when we rendezvous with Lyle. I don't know if that's actually how you say that word, so, we'll figure it out. Missy returned her intense glower to the mess of documents. Anything new here? A disturbing amount of news, yes. Take a seat. Forte and I sat in spare chairs and gave Missy our full attention. She sat in momentary silence, a fierce gaze transfixed on the folders. Oh crap, okay. I've been reading on a history of involvement. The involvement of ultimate students in killing games just like this one. Question mark, exclamation point? Killing games, plural as in multiple? Yes, I know it's startling to say the least. In that case, that reminds me. In the folder we looked at, our game was labeled Game L. Do you think L means in terms of these multiple games? Oh, what do you mean? Okay. I believe in that context, L is the Roman numeral for 50, so our game is the 50th game. 50 games? A definite number to help enumerate how long this has been occurring. Let's see. If 49 games have taken place over a span of approximately 7 days at most, with no breaks between each game, that's 343 days. Almost a year's worth of this hell. I don't understand. I believe that tracks. I remember hearing about this project sometime late in my junior year. So, why so many games, you may ask? These games were implemented with ultimate students in mind. Ultimate students would be prime subjects to rigorous tests and scenarios involving battling to their best abilities. To overcome other ultimate students and come out on top. To be the best of the best. These experiments were used to determine who could carry the future. The preservation project and this killing game, they're one and the same. It seems we aren't just a 1 in a million occurrence. But why? My voice cracked. So this place, it's just some kind of petri dish for creating an ultimate student that has no moral regard for what they're doing? The preservation project has washed their hands of their concerns with morality. It's clear in their documented history. What if it's fabricated? All fake only to stoke fear? It's very possible. Fear is a powerful tactic. Cyrus himself, after knowing all this, had little room to operate. He was under a considerable amount of pressure, and eventually collapsed. I was shaking. Comprehension of the situation was the last thing on my mind. Fear chilled me to the bone. Missy, aren't you afraid at all? I'm mortified, however. Knowing the darkness that lurks behind malicious people's intentions is nothing new to me. Calling the individual person simply a constituent I don't know how to say that. To strip humanity in the mousing voting numbers is nothing but numbers. We play with life play with life ammo. A game toying with the livelihoods of wildly talented students, enabling a maddening battle royale to create a singular, albeit misdirected, towering ultimate student. Missy excelled sharply. This must end now. Missy stormed out of the room. Missy! Forte and I chased after her. Uh-oh. Missy stood, arms crossed, at the elevator. She was embroiled in thought, her brow knit, her posture imposing. Are you Are you in full possession of your faculties? You aren't one to charge forward like so. I hate to say, but I hate to say that I only have a hunch. I've I have little to rely on but gut feeling lately, and nothing but instinct to justify acting upon them. I have nothing except. She held up the photograph and pinned it to the wall with a dagger. Nothing but a vengeance for bringing this establishment to the ground, into burning hell for all the suffering it's put us through. I was misguided, so blindsided for thinking I wanted to be part of this preservation project. I've been played a fool. Missy, none of us could have known this would be our fate. It's possible that the two conspirators must have known something it's possible that the two conspirators must have known something from the start. Rather than confront the remaining one, we must attack the source. The elevator chimed and Missy stepped in. We're going to the courtroom. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Probably shouldn't have left that dagger there, but to each their own. Only the monotonous elevator hum filled our ears as we traveled to the courtroom floor. Oh my god, I'm so freaked out. Okay. We entered the dark circular room once more, this time without explicit orders to determine a culprit. It was quiet. The windows were pitch black. Zero was nowhere to be found. Missy swept in, looking for any indication of the announcer's holographic representation. Forte and I filtered into the empty room aimlessly. I don't see a thing through the windows. It should be early afternoon by now, shouldn't it? Perhaps there are shutters covering the windows. If I recall correctly, they close after a trial. Forte ran his hands across the wall, feeling the creases that line the foundation seams, running in miscellaneous ranks and files. Irk! Oh. Forte tried prying one of the sides open to no avail. What did you think would happen? He knocked on the wall, resulting in an echo bouncing beyond the barrier. There's empty space beyond this wall. There's empty space beyond this wall. It probably only opens when a student is being executed. You think Zero's operator is hiding where the executions take place? I gulped. It was not a sight I wanted to think about. Sorry for the yawn. I'm tired. I guess it would have to be. I guess it would have been too easy to visit the courtroom after Zero encouraged us to investigate the area. Macy stepped out of the elevator again. The infirmary has nothing of note either. Macy circled the courtroom stands once before settling in her indicated place. She leaned back and crossed her arms. A tense expression painted her face. Even if we found Zero, how are you going to get any information out of him? He must have known we'd broken into Cyrus's room, so he might be even more cautious. If we can't, if I can get him to start talking, we're over halfway there. It's about running a conversation long to allow us an opening, whether it be contradiction or unfact. The more he talks, the faster his options will diminish. That said, we've entered the most damning areas with little to show. I feel as though we've hit a dead end. It's possible Lau, Cannon, and Say have had better luck on finding information in their search. We can only hope they turn up with something of note. ... The three of us were steeped in a long, contemplative silence. I sighed, thinking about meeting up with the others, wondering if they were just as luckless as we were in finding anything of use. I thought about Cannon and remembered. Hold on, be right back. I am back. Okay. I thought about Cannon and remembered. Missy, do you happen to have Cannon's photo? The one from last night? I know I said I didn't want it, but... Oh, certainly. I didn't have time to patch it together, though. Missy drew the two halves of the group photo from her inner coat pocket. Oh my god, her coat is like tiny. How does she have anything in there? Okay. I lined the two halves together and gazed at a moment in time that was quickly dashed. That's okay, I awkwardly stole I awkwardly I awkwardly stole soft looks from Forte and Missy. They seemed to understand that I felt remorseful for what I have done. Oh, I want to return it. Uh-oh. Question mark, exclamation point. A body has been discovered in the trophy room. I'm gonna be so upset if it's Lyle. No. Oh dear. Quickly. Okay, guys. Warning for any gore or like cartoon blood, okay? If you don't like that, please go away. Please go away in the nicest way possible, okay? We rushed back into the elevator, hurriedly clicking the button for the foyer. The foyer light chimed. Oh god, okay. The doors slid open for what felt like an eternity when we were greeted with a bloody sight. No, Cannon! Cannon, no! A hatchet was buried deep in the back of Cannon's lifeless body. Blood stained the polished floors. The fresh liquid reflected upon the glossy okay. Blood stained the polished floors. The fresh liquid reflected upon the glossy surface, creating a haunting glow in the middle of the foyer. Cannon! Damn it! Missy and Forte bolted out of the lift while I remained frozen in the elevator cab. A sickening metallic odor filled my senses, and I felt a cold sweat form on my brow. Missy and Forte were huddled in concern over Cannon's body, but it was clearly no use. She was gone. But the body discoverment announcement, it said it was in the trophy room. Did that mean the announcement rung for Lyle? No. Was Say really behind all this? There's no way. There's no way there's two murders. There's no way. Because the culprit will be really obvious. Okay, anyways. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Above Missy and Forte's clamoring, I heard a strange noise. Crack. Dread possessed me. Missy, Forte. Oh no, this is the bad end, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is the bad end. Oh crap, I got the bad end. Okay. As the foyer's chandelier came crashing down on Missy and Forte. They were completely crushed by the chandelier, their bodies lost under the tons of shards of glass. I could hardly muster a sound. I was shell-shocked. Glass and blood littered the floor before me. The glistening liquid reflected on the marble floor doubled the fear in my mortified visage. A nightmarish sight brought me to tumbling. Oh my god, this is freaking me out. Okay, the nightmarish sight brought me to tumbling on my knees, dread oozing through every part of my body. My breath was falling out in pieces. My vision became blurry and red from panic. The elevator doors came to an automatic close to hide the sight of 3 friends being brutally killed. Crap. That's Say. A hand stopped at the doors. Scream. I felt a sharp pain compromise my bones. Cracks creaked through my systems into blazing pain. Ugh. Something was sticking out from my shoulder. It looked like a bolt. Oh no. Oh no! I killed Echo. Fuck. I killed. Oh no. Okay. The heat from the pain, the chill from the terror. I felt heavy and weak. I couldn't lift my eyes to see who had attacked me. My whole body crumpled without a fight. My head knocked into the floor, causing me to see stars and... It's obviously Say. Lyle doesn't have that hair. Nothing. I knew it. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I did it, right? That voice. I followed the rules of this stupid killing game, so please, please, please get me out of here. The ultimate prize is freedom, right? It's Say? Aki, please. I know it's your voice. Please listen to mine and help me. The ultimate prize. Zero's voice. You don't want the prize. Zero's voice is weird again. No, killing isn't the answer. What? After Say's remorseful cry, one can hear a pin drop. I could feel my heart struggling as my adrenaline rose. Killing isn't the answer? Then what were we doing here? Dot dot dot. This is wrong. It's all wrong. No. Fuck, I messed up. Fuck, I messed up. What was that? Crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crud. Oh, muffin heads. Oh, fuck. Okay. Obviously, I'll play through the other one to see if it, like, plays out indifferently. Come on, you all. I'm being very generous right now. You don't want your opportunity to go to waste, do you? Evil laugh. Time's a-wasting. Zero's taunting voice rung through the halls once more, his laugh crackling through the speakers. This feels like an important choice. Perhaps I should think carefully. Oh, I have to re-choose. Okay, so I have to play this. Anyway, okay. This is gonna be much longer. If anything happens to Missy or Forte, I will lose my marbles. I felt a sense of deja vu. The announcement urging us to split up, the importance of the decision. But everyone was alive. Did those horrible things actually happen, or did I imagine it? Hey, come on. It's not that hard of a decision. Echo, we need to keep... Echo, we need to get moving. Yes. I couldn't begin to understand what happened when I went with Missy and Forte. Regardless, I didn't want to experience whatever that was again. Instead, I chose to go with Lyle and Cannon. What if I just chose to go with them again? Like what if I did that? Sorry, I keep missing the things because I'm freaking out. Okay. I'm gonna use this slot to save now because I might want to go back and choose Missy and Forte again. Okay. Let's read the log real quick. I'll go with Lyle and Cannon. It was decided. I joined Lyle and Cannon near the foyer doors. Say joined Missy and Forte on the opposite side of the center glass table. Then that's that. We'll investigate to our fullest abilities and rendezvous here before 4 p.m. That alright with you, Lyle? Yes, ma'am. Lyle had already begun walking past the doors before she asked. Cannon silently matched her pace. I hastened to keep up. We stepped through the doorway into the darkness. Ugh. But what was going on? I rubbed my shoulder, reaching for the distant pain that haunted only my memories. I glanced back at the other group. Missy gave a small parting wave before turning down the hallway to do her investigation with Forte and Say. It's like nothing happened. I could only hope nothing awful would happen here. No. Oh my god, I know Misty and Forte are gonna be dead. Are they? Are they gonna be okay? Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. My eyes adjusted to the dim lighting as we were met with stairs that tumbled down a dark length. Not a single word was exchanged between the three of us as we trudged down the steps, further away from the foyer's glittering hall. An anxious feeling rose in my stomach as I glanced back at the dying light. The other group was already out of sight. Well, it's good that I get to see like what they do both times because I kind of was curious about it anyway. After some time, the foreign floor beneath us revealed itself to us at the bottom of the stairs. The hidden floor we gained access to stood in stark contrast to the previous floors. The lighting was dim, the walls dark and cool. Regardless, it remained decorative with delicate gold furnishings and a familiar service kiosk. An elevator hall divided the rooms. An elevator hall divided the room into two equal halves, similar to the main floor. Hey, looks like we can take this elevator back up to the main wing, huh? Probably, but what's the use of going back now? We made a decision to split up, and we need to investigate. Look for an exit. Did that really need to be said? Lyle instructed the two of us, but before anyone could get away very far, we heard the unfortunately now familiar speaker crackle. So you all decided to split up, huh? That's alright. No sweat off my back, figuratively speaking, obviously. Thanks to your fancy bracelets, I can still locate where you are. There's no escaping for you quite yet. Anyway, I have a very special big motive for you all later, but for now, how about some fun little gifts? Not for everyone, mind you. These will be for Cannon and Missy respectively, at the nearest kiosk. Grab it if you want, or leave it for someone else to stumble upon. I don't care. At this point, whatever you do is meaningless anyway. So the motives were given to the same people as before. Heh, I'll check back on you folks later. Enjoy your investigation. The announcement died. Oh, the announcement died. The announcement ended. Lyle went over to the foyer kiosk as directed. Cannon hurried to put herself between Lyle and the kiosk. Not so fast. There's no way I'm letting you see whatever this messed up shit is. How do we know it's going to be bad? Everything in this place has been nothing but bad, genius. What do you think this is any of your business anyway? What makes you think any of this is in your business anyway? Lyle rolls his eyes and left Cannon in relative peace, going about his way to search for an exit. I stood by in curiosity as the kiosk printed a small sheet, blank face up. Cannon rips the sheet out of the receiver, balls it up in her fist, and stuffs it in her pocket without a glance. I won't fall for any motives if I don't look at the thing Zero's trying to tease me with, right? I guess so. If it were anything like Missy's motive, it was likely to be just as disturbing. Let's see. Here's the map of our current floor. Doesn't look like there's much here. I feel like that's where what does it say? It says something. It's like chambers or something. Multi-purpose hall. Up. Okay. This is like, I feel like that might be where the voices are, you know, the announcers. Two long halls paralleled each other at the opposite side of the room. Toward the back, opposite to the stairs, were two larger rooms. One the trophy room and the other... The map of this floor looked similar to the... The map of this floor looked the same as the blueprints I saw when I went with Missy and Forte. The other room was still redacted. Maybe I was supposed to go with Missy and Forte first. I wonder what the other room is. It doesn't show it on the kiosk map. Even so, we're here anyway, so we can just visit the room ourselves to see what it is. We stepped away from the kiosk to explore the underground floor. POV, you're walking. I'm gonna finish the last of my water. As we passed the two-sided halls, I took a peek in. They were listed as multi-purpose event halls, decorated settings for large gatherings. The large rooms were sparsely decorated with a number of tables and chairs, and not much else. The event halls were pretty, but like much of the building, they lacked any sort of quality of life. Kenan and I wandered about, but not for long. Nothing glaringly strange caught our attention. It was as if this place was never meant to be anything more than recreational. The entire time we explored, Kenan kept a safe distance from me, as I pondered when the best time. Kenan kept a safe distance from me, as I pondered when the best time to make amends. I'm pretty sure it should have been when was the best time. Whatever. Lyle was waiting for us back where we started. About time you two caught up. Oh, you lot caught up. What did you expect? You didn't demand we all travel glue at the hip. Hey now. The two glared at each other. A palpable tension burned the air. Ahem. Anyway. Oh, so. Did you find any sign of an exit? No. The hallway behind me goes to this shared elevator. Not an exit in sight. But I haven't looked in either of these rooms yet. One of the rooms is listed as the trophy room, and the other is strangely redacted. Let's check out the redacted one. My interest is piqued. The three of us approach the unlisted room. This is chambers. It's something chambers. There was a metal nameplate on the door, but it's been scratched out. The laser engraving lost underneath the messy hacking. Of course, the name was conveniently scratched away. Lyle rattled the doorknob, but it was locked tight. Our entry blocked by an active keypad. See? Nothing but bad. Oh, we know the code. It was like 251110. I think. I might be wrong. The keypad's light indicator was red, waiting for a 6-digit code to unlock the door. Wait, 6 digits? I stared at the keypad for a moment and thought back to the strange experience I had not too long ago. The floor plan booklet listed 5 floors our game was meant to take place in. The details of the 5th floor, our current floor, were turned out. Yet, on the booklet's back panel there was writing pressed in, writing of 251110. What? The code. I think it's 251110. I repeat, what? Should I try it? It's not like we have any other leads. Are you nuts? No! Why not? Echo, you say you're not involved, but knowing the code to a keypad on a floor we've never been to is pushing it, don't you think? This has to be some kind of trick. You're setting us up for failure in that room. No. I don't know how to explain how I know. It's just, I have this strange memory. When our group was splitting up, I went with Missy and Forte first, and we went to Cyrus's room. It was there that I saw a writing of 6 digits. Yeah, right. That's awfully convenient information, don't you think? We only split up once. Where did you possibly find the time and means to do such a thing? I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. What happened earlier doesn't make a lick of sense to me either. I mean, there was a body discovery announcement and I think it was you. Stop! Lyle's voice cut the air. Echo, I don't understand you. First, you turn everyone against Art, and then you do everything to deny Ashley's actions against Cyrus. And now you miraculously know the code for this door we've never seen? Just What on earth are you up to? Give me a reason to believe that you're not involved. I. What's stopping me from believing you? Oh, what's stopping me from believing you're part of this act? From not having any remarkable talent to sabotaging the trial in every which way. Okay, Echo's just emotional. Hang on. Oh, hold on. What do you have to gain from? What do you have to gain by behaving like this? Is this some kind of twisted ploy to provoke the killing game further? That's enough. Oh, you really think I wanted this? Look, I'm just as frustrated as you are. The art is so amazing. Okay. It was never my intention to turn anyone against art. The circumstance we were in demanded a vote be cast lest everyone suffer the consequence. You really believe I'm an implicit factor in this game? Don't think for a second I wanted this to happen. Don't think for a second I wanted any of this to happen. I'm still at a complete loss of what I'm even here for. I'm still at a complete loss of how I'm even here to begin with. You really think I wanted my best friend to go through the emotional turmoil she went through when she found out I was in the game? You think I wanted her to die protecting me? I mean, that's true. ... We're all in pain, and suffering isn't a competition. So, I'm sorry I don't have the answers to any of your questions, but I'm doing my best to combat these desperate feelings. After the second trial, I saw how hurt everyone looked. Not just for my sake, but because we've just found ourselves in something horrible and inescapable. I never asked for this ultimate student nonsense. And maybe it was selfish to want to protect Ashley, but what did you expect? You wanted to protect art, didn't you? Arguing like this isn't going to solve anything. I don't even know if the code would work, much less know what's in the room to begin with. I don't expect you to trust me with it, but it's the only thing we have at the moment. Lau let out a defeated sigh. I'm sorry too. I'm just trying to find a reason why the only person who gave me the time of day had to leave so quickly. His voice dropped to a low whisper. I felt like I left Art down. Messed up big time. He was misled by me, thinking Pandora was suspicious. It's my fault, huh? Lyle was no different from me. He was trapped with the impression that his friend's downfall was the direct consequence of his actions. No, it's not as simple as that. No one is singularly at fault. I won't speak on behalf of Art, but given the threat of danger, I'm sure he just wanted to keep everyone safe. None of us could have known we would end up in this situation. Scenario. And Art, less of all, would truly want to cause harm. He strangled Pandora, though. I know, there's no denying that. He did what he thought was right to try and end the game. It's hard to say what's right and wrong. We can only move forward with our best judgment learned from what we've experienced. We have to try, at least, right? I'm tired, Echo. I can't sleep. Whether we try to be cautious or take a risk and test the rules, the situation ends up the same. We're still trapped. Still trapped and doomed to the responsibility of our past actions. We can't change anything that has happened. Kenan stared at the floor absently. Yeah, but there's nothing left to try but this. I just hope you can trust me on this. Alright, try the code. I nodded and approached the keypad. Oh! Ah! Ah! I'm so nervous. Okay. 251110. The keypad accepted the code, and the sound of the latch being released clicked out. It worked! Another crackling in the air interrupted me as I grasped the door handle. Shoot, did Zero catch us in the act? My heart was racing. Did I accidentally set something up? I paused. The three of us stood in bated breath. Hey, just checking in with you all. Having fun exploring the new digs? I bet you are. I have two more fun little gifts for you folks, Forte and Say. Oh, a song. For the former and for the latter. Nothing. You're kinda insignificant, so such gifts suit the person, yeah? Evil laugh. Enjoy this weird tune if you can. It's all in German, so it's nonsense to me. I'm pretty sure this is a song that um Forte might have a disdain for. Zero's voice dropped out as the tune carried on. A gentle haunting piano accompanying the droning, soft vocals. I couldn't comprehend what was being said, but the atmosphere the song created was unnerving. Oh, Zero didn't say anything about us entering this room. That aside, neither Lyle or I were the reciprocants of Zero's gift. That's a good thing. Come on, Echo. Let's see what's in there already. Oh, right. Shaking the thought, I pushed the door open with a slow creak. Well, it's no pink thing yet, so that's good. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, that scared me. Oh, thank you, Maki. Thank you, Maki, for the raid. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna switch to just chatting for a second. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, hello. Hello. Thank you, Maki, for the raid. Hello, welcome. I hope the stream was good. I wanted to join in, but this game has led me down a awful path of endless suffering, and it won't let me escape. Hi. I hope your stream was fun. I really wanted to join, but the game kept leading me on, so had to keep going. Oh, boo. Stinky. Well, I hope it was fun. Hope it was fun. Welcome, Raiders. I'm playing Danganronpa Lapse. Slight warning, there is, like, cartoonish blood and, like, maybe, like, violence and stuff, so be careful if you want to stay. Thank you, Maki, again. I'm pretty sure, I'm just gonna do it anyway, because it's kind of fun. Hehehe. Alrighty. Alright. I mean, if you don't know me, I'm Anamaya. I do variety streams. I usually do some gaming, some just chatting, some art. I do a lot of stuff. But yeah, nothing much else to say. But thank you, Maki. Thank you, Maki. And if you want to watch, feel free to stay. This game is free, so just if you want to play it yourself, download it. If you don't want any spoilers for this game, or like I might mention like Danganronpa spoilers, also don't watch. But yeah, thank you, Maki, again, and I hope if you want, I hope some of you stay. Okay, that's all. I'll go back to the game now. Something is going on, so it's kind of intense. Also, I hate my raid sound because that thing jump scares me. It's like a stupid creeper. I think it's a TNT explosion, actually. Okay. Oh, okay. Back to the game. Upon shutting the door, the ominous sound ceased its crooning within the room. We found ourselves in a hexagon. I don't know how to say it. Eerie room with full-length capsule-like objects creating the centerpiece. What the fuck? Okay. Standing in workstations lined in the walls, corresponding the capsule's objects. On each wall, miscellaneous monitors and controls filled each section. What is this place? We stepped in, our footsteps echoing through the chamber. If I had to guess, considering our killing game scenario, one could say there ought to be a cold room to store bodies. You think this is where they are? Well, it would make sense since this place was hidden behind layers of precautionary security, though It's not a very conventional design, if that's the case. I inched cautiously toward one of the large capsules. There was a small display on the monitor at the foot of the closed capsule that read "Stable" in green letters. Spotting a small viewing window at the head of the capsule, I made my way over and peeked in. Oh my god, it's the girl! Gasp! I staggered back at the sight. I recall seeing this person's visage when I was with Missy and Forte. What is it? Missy ran over to— oh, not Missy, sorry. Oh my god. Lyle ran over to the window, standing at the opposite side of me, his eyes widened. Is that Pandora? This document says otherwise. Same last name, though. Cannon's quick. Cannon was holding a medical chart that was hanging near the stable indicator. It's her. My voice was barely a whisper. I stared at her, my vision twisted as I felt my heart racing. The other announcer Forte had discovered, along with Zero's true identity. The other announcer behind the killing game was right in front of me. Lyle paused and took a closer look at the person in the capsule. He took out a secret note that he had been holding onto and inspected it further. Without a word, he started unlatching the capsule. You psycho. What are you doing? Are you going to take that person out of the capsule? It's the person behind Eve. There's a pin on her shawl that looks just like the Eve announcer's symbol, and the symbol on the secret note. She could be dangerous. What if she attacked or something? Whatever. There's 3 of us and only 1 of her. Stay alert. The final latch clicked, and cool air rushed out from the containment unit. We watched in awe as the glass automatically rose. She looked as if she was asleep. She looked as if she were asleep. A steady, barely noticeable rise and fall of her chest, indicating her shallow breaths. Then, her eyelids twitched. ... How? Her voice was hoarse, but familiar. The formerly disembodied voice of Eve was now given a definitive face. She reached out, but before she could do anything, Lyle stopped her. Hey, what are you doing? Please, I can't bear being in here. Oh, I can't bear being in there for a second longer, she murmured wearily as she struggled with enormous effort to pull herself up. Come on, Lyle, give me a hand. Yeah, help the poor lady. Lyle grumbled in dissatisfaction, but helped anyway, guiding Eve out of her containment. She crumpled to the floor, completely fatigued. Are you okay? Oh no. She could barely shake out a response. Then I remembered. Here, if you're hungry. Bro still has the fucking Danish. Reaching out into my pocket, I offered her the jammed Danish I saved earlier. She generously accepted, taking only a few bites before stopping altogether. Oh, Pandora, what have I done to you? A blank, somber stare glazed over her tearful eyes. You're Gaia. I'm gonna say Gaia, but if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And then I can't say her last name, right? How do you know? I don't know how to explain it. I still don't know how to reasonably describe the strange occurrence I had experienced earlier that had caused me to know things I shouldn't. Wait, who is this? She's... It's okay. As Echo says, I'm Gaia, Pandora's twin sister, who couldn't save her. Twin sister? That explained the striking similarity between... that explained the striking similarity to Pandora. Save her? What does that mean? This note was from you in an attempt okay. Save her? Does that mean this note was from you in an attempt to contact her? What's your role in the involvement of this game? Hang on, You wanted to save her. I thought since you were part of that killing game that, I don't know, you were working against us. With a heavy sigh, Gail sat herself against the base of the containment unit. You have a lot of questions. I'll try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. Welcome to the testing chambers. It's a pleasure to meet you all, Echo, Lyle, and Cannon. How about you just take everyone out and just tie them up or something? We gave Gaia some time to regain her strength as she cautiously savored the pastry I had given her. She sat herself in a chair at the small workstation we idly waited. Lyle was noticeably impatient, Cannon still and unreadable. I don't like the music. Okay. So, who are you in the context of this game? Unlike Zero, who controls many aspects of the killing game, I'm just an overseer. We're able to oversee the entirety of the game from our captivity. Whoever is placed in one of these incubators has their consciousness removed from their body and incorporated into the technology of the facility. I was never originally part of this, but seeing as this containment unit has synonymous framework into collecting data from our consciousness and English, I was able to wedge my way through the basic functions. But I'm concerned. It was Zero's request to open the foyer doors. I think he wanted you to find me in this room. I'm afraid he has something in store for me. She shuddered at the thought. If what Gail said was true, even she wasn't safe. Is this a farce? Just a bunch of lies to make us believe that you're not a threat? I'm sorry, I cannot provide more details to convince you. You'll just have to take my word for it. In that case, where's Zero? His body is in one of the other units. However, he is in much worse condition. Gail pointed at one of the other units on the opposite side of the hexagonal centerpiece. Lau and I walked over to the unit that was lit. The screen displayed critical in red. Oh crap. Oh, muffins. It was just as she said. The visage of Zero was in the unit, but his hair and clothing were different, just like in the student profile for Akihiko. It's him, Akihiko Quartz, otherwise known as the ultimate radio host. Zero, the despair program infected. Zero, the despair program infected version of Akihiko, has control over malicious threats. I conceded control over general facilities such as the infirmary in an attempt to make contact with participants. That note was Pandora's room gift. Well, I would have assumed. I composed the note for Pandora and whoever could recognize the other emblem. Whoever could recognize Zero's, or rather Akihiko's, emblem. Exclamation point. But I haven't had any luck, and I'm not sure Pandora figured it out either. Huh? Gaia doesn't know who the other insider is? Sei's profile was attached to this Akihiko's after all. Wait a minute. I heard Cannon's hushed muttering. Well, what are you waiting for? Huh? Why don't we just release him from the unit and be done with this game? That is not advised. That's just Akihiko's body. The one operating in game is Zero, a forked consciousness of Akihiko that has been merged with the despair program. I don't know how Akihiko's real consciousness is faring. I worry he's too far gone. If we release him, it's possible Zero could malfunction, and it could also kill the host's conscious. So what? A small price to pay for all the hell he's brought upon us. Oh wait, I just made that shit up. No, please, it's not him. It's the fault of that. Oh, it's the fault of the despair program, the preservation project, the ultimate prize. Gaia's eyes were dark. All this, a charade conducted with appalling precision for the purpose of the ultimate prize, complete and utter hoax. It's a hoax? I recall what I heard earlier before I found myself back at the group split decision. The ultimate prize is freedom, right? The ultimate prize. You don't want it. What is the ultimate prize? Guys, I'm scared. Not a second after, my husked question did a booming clunk sound through the hall. The lights went out. No! Darkness, Lyle's gift. Direct from his fears to you. Only murder will lift the darkness. The ominously short announcement cut out, and we were left to wallow in the void. The room was blanketed in dark velvet. I couldn't even see my own hand in front of me, my face. What? How is anyone meant to see anything in the darkness, let alone do something as calculated as murder? Calm yourselves. He wouldn't cut all the power if his former body is still in the containment unit. Are you sure? Wait, that aside, Lyle, Cannon, are you okay? There was no response for either of them. However, I heard sharp, haggard breaths beside me. Oh, he's afraid. He's afraid of the dark. Same though. Actually, not really. It sounded like he was having a fit. His voice was tight. Lyle, are you okay? It's dark. No shit. I can't. Hang in there. A flash briefly bled through the darkness. My eyes adjusted to the brightness. Sorry. My eyes adjusted to the brightness, and I could see a silhouette of Gaia standing some feet away from me, holding the light. This should help. A flashlight in the emergency kit below my capsule. Yes, thank you. I took the flashlight and directed the beam toward the wall, allowing the light to bounce and disperse itself for a little more illumination. Come on, deep breaths. No, my best boy. One of my best boys. Okay. His breaths were broken, but he was making an effort to control his breathing. I tried to comfort him, rubbing his trembling back as he tried to steady himself. As Gaia and I gave Lyle time to recoup, I noticed something strange. Wait, where's Cannon? Cannon! I called out for her, but got no response. Did she get lost? Damn it, she must be up to no good. As much as I couldn't help but jump to the same conclusion, I felt that there had to be another reason to her disappearance. Don't say that. As much as we all hated to see the truth in the first trial, Cannon still helped us. And she even gave me a group photo after she even gave me a group photo she took after Ash's trial. She probably went to look for the other three. How could she possibly see in the pitch darkness? Why didn't she just sit still and do nothing like she always does? I can't say. I just hope she doesn't do anything outrageous. Sure, but there's no telling what could happen to her, though. Irk. A body has been discovered on the trial grounds. Guys, I'm going to lose my marbles. Also, I forgot if they announced double murders, so I don't really know. Oh, if this is a double murder, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind. If it's gonna be both Missy and Forte, I will lose my marbles. Okay, anyways. Okay, I need to mentally prepare. Okay. Okay. Breathe time. Okay. You know what? How about I take a break? I'll be right back. I know it's got intense, but I'll be right back. I need to go do something anyway, so be right back. Hello, I'm back. Sorry for cutting it off on such an intense moment. Hold on. Let me set up again. Boop boop. Oh my god, why is Twitch mobile like such a hassle? Like why? Why does it give me such a hard time? Okay. Alright, we continue. Unfortunately. I'm so freaked out. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. It's time, guys. We continue. Just as Zero said, the lights return after the announcement of the body discovery. At least it's not Lyle, guys. At least it's not Lyle. Okay. Well, I'll be upset if it's Forte, but at least it's not Lyle. You will be granted a period of investigation, and then we will begin our class trial. No way. I didn't want to believe it, but the game carried on to take another victim. I gulped. Gaia, do you know who was killed? Gaia shifted nervously. I cannot see anymore. After being removed from the containment unit, I can only do as much as you participants can. That is, until I gain control from the system here. Gaia quickly made herself busy at the workstation, familiarizing herself with the program once more. This can't be happening. So, we have to go up there. I don't know what we'll find, but another death. What else could occur in this damn place? I don't care for the indignation, okay, whatever, of his tone, but Lyle was right. At this point, it would be foolish to expect anything less than death. However, I just want to know that whoever remained was still safe. Let's go. We should try to rendezvous with whoever is left. What about her? Can we trust that she doesn't try anything funny? Gaia was deep in thought, her attention fixed on the workstation near Zero's. Go ahead. I have been investigating this group for some time. There's still so much to learn from here. I'll do what I can to shore up information. Don't worry about me. I'll be on my own, but I know better than to let my guard down. Gaia was focused on the workstation, data filling the monitors with lines and lines of who knows what. It didn't seem like she would be moving soon, so Lyle and I left her to work. Okay, be careful. Thank you. I don't like the pink screen. Also, if you're new, if anyone's here and you don't know, be careful for like pink blood, like gore, violence. Not gore, okay, gore is a bit much. Violence, it's gonna be in like pink blood, but like if you're not okay with that, I recommend leaving or like just like turning away, like not looking. Obviously. Lyle and I darted out from the testing chambers and making haste for the elevator. Come on! What is it? The elevator isn't working. We can't wait around for the elevator. Let's just head up the stairs. Hurry. She better not be convening with Zero after all. Lyle growled to himself, but I didn't reply. It was impossible for me to say whether or not Gaia was truly on our side or not, but after freeing her from captivity, I had a feeling she wasn't hostile. I sighed. You know, Echo's hunches are most always correct, so I trust Echo. I sighed. Regardless, there were more immediately pressing matters to attend to. Okay, making an about face, we rushed through the hall and back up the stairs. Returning to the foyer, we were met with a troubling sight. No, not Missy. Oh. God. No wonder the elevator wasn't missing. It wasn't working. Oh, not missing. Sorry. Missy. Oh my god. Okay. As we closed in on her, the first thing we noticed was the large that was cut into her chest. Her drooping body was held upright against the elevator door, jammed between the elevator cab and foyer, preventing the doors from shutting. Shit! We rushed to her side, all while maintaining a cautious distance from her unmoving body. I reached for her glasses and noticed her bracelet. Lyle, before we jumped to any conclusions, I was concerned, of course, but I drew Lyle's attention to her wrist. The small bracelet was still rose gold. Phew. She's not the victim, but what happened to her? And why did the body discovery announcement go off? She's alive, right? Get her up, and let's find out. It's gonna be Forte, isn't it? I called it. It's gonna be Forte. I'm distraught. Okay. Lyle kneeled down, trying to wake her from whatever daze she was in as I returned her glasses. Her eyes fluttered open and she groaned, reaching toward the deep cut in her chest. Missy! Oh, Echo and Lyle? Gal, come with me! Her eyes snapped open and she leapt into the elevator, clicking the button for the trial ground. Bro's adrenaline is going fast, man. We gave chase and rumbled to the requested floor. Upon arrival, we were met with another gruesome encounter. I never win. I literally never win. What is wrong? What is wrong? I literally never win. I never win. I never win. Literally, all of my favorite characters just die off. I literally never win. At least I still have Lyle and Missy. I am in distraught. I am in distraught. I am distraught. Okay, I am in distress. I am. Oh my god. Wait. Let's switch. Let's switch to the cry one. Hold on. Let me see. Which one is it? Yeah, this one. This one, guys. I literally never win. Your streamer never wins. Why do my favorite characters keep dying? I don't know. I literally switched to a new favorite character and they died. They passed away. Fuck me. Okay. At least this trial will be more straightforward, but fuck. Oh my god. Guys, I am not happy. I am not happy right now. I am not happy. Nope. I am not happy. And fuck you, Say, if you actually killed him. I will be so upset. Okay. Forte's body was covered in blood, and Say, stained with the liquid as well, was sitting on the floor with an emotionless gaze staring at him. Why'd you have to do it to him? Why? Why him? Okay. She said nothing as the three of us surround Forte's body. His bracelet was tinged with the sickening sight of bright pink with the sickening bright pink color that indicated his death status, as if the pools of blood didn't indicate that clearly enough. What the hell happened when we split up? Astonishment painted Missy's face as she took in the scenery. We whipped around to glare at the most damning person, the one drenched in blood. What? Say's detached expression told us nothing, perhaps everything. I'm sorry, I had no idea what happened. You better not be lying. I'm not. Bro. It was almost a double murder. If Missy dies, you can't see me, but my hands are up, and I'm like in distress. I mean, yeah, I'm like literally freaked out. Oh my god, I'm so upset. Why? I literally never win. Anamai never wins. This is Anamai never wins. Okay, I'm not. Ugh. Missy flinched and tenderly tried to cover her wound. Investigate as you wish. I won't stop you. I need to clean this up. Missy tottered through the elevator and into the infirmary on the other side, leaving us with the victim and Say. Care to share anything, Say? Didn't think so. This is a mess. No kidding. Is it really up to us to investigate? We were the furthest away from the crime. How could we begin to how could we begin to infer what occurred 4 floors above? It's only up to us. Does it look like either Say or Missy are going to fess up? They're covered in blood. Yeah, you're right. At the very least, we were together with Gaia, so that solidifies our alibi somewhat. Having said that, Cannon was nowhere to be found. Could it be? Then let's get to it. I've never been more upset in my life. I wasn't even this upset when Cyrus died. Actually, no, I probably was the same. Cyrus was my best boy. I was pretty upset. Well, I am very upset right now still, okay? I'm still very upset. Say was motionless and expressionless. She didn't dare to look at anything except the body that lay before her. I didn't know where to begin with questioning her. Didn't want to suspect her, but it was difficult to think otherwise. To be fair, she did kill everybody in the other choice, so you know. She didn't appear to make any attempt in hiding her involvement either. I stammered for a moment before giving up entirely. What's the big idea, Say? Saying nothing just makes you more suspicious, you know. Well, it certainly doesn't make her any less suspicious either. Sure, but the blood makes a compelling case in favor of suspicion of murder. Humph. Thanks for nothing. Lyle's so sassy. Forte's body was lying face up, with a familiar dagger stuck in his abdomen. That's Darling's dagger. If this scenario weren't anything like the scenario when I went with Missy to the If this scenario were anything like the scenario when I went with Missy to investigate, I could assume that the dagger came from her possession. But why did Missy herself suffer a huge slash? I'm so upset. Okay. It looks like he was stabbed multiple times before the culprit plunged the dagger firmly in one spot. Surrounding the dagger stuck in his body, Forte had several tears in his shirt, exposing the lacerations in his abdomen underneath. The lacerations were noticeably clustered around the abdominal area. Is there anything else? Probably not. Oh wait. Okay, that was quick. Behind Forte's head was a sizable pool of blood. It's possible that he fell backward and the back of his head split from the impact. The thought was upsetting. Forte was the sweetest. Oh, this is so fucking upsetting. Talk to the only person we can talk to. Any thoughts? Just one that saves the culprit. It seems plainly clear enough, but doesn't that seem like something she would do? Well, who knows? Wait, does that seem like something she would? Oh, sorry, I'm like skipping. Does that seem like something she would do? Well, who knows? It's likely that while the other group was investigating, something occurred that provoked her. Oh, I figured you might know a little more about her since you two have been talking lately. It's nothing like that. She doesn't talk much. I just think out loud to her. As for how she might behave, I can't put a pin on her. So excluding the obvious potential culprit, I'm up a creek. It was the only it was only understandable between us. Blah, 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 blah. It's it was only understandable that both of us were stumped. We'll see what changes when Cannon shows up, dead or alive, that is. Maybe Cannon's gonna be the second murderer, like the second victim, if it is like if it is a double murder. The scene was gruesome. Despite that, there didn't seem to be much of note. Did you find anything? I have to say, oh, to say I have even half an idea of what happened would be a stretch. There's very little to draw a conclusion from, well, except for Lyle and I looked at, say, Forte's body, Say's bloodied state, and an essentially locked room. It couldn't be more straightforward. I can't believe this. Is there even a victim report? Maybe if we return to the foyer, we'll find one printed from the kiosk. Oh my god, good job unpatching yourself. I'd like to see the victim report as well. I'm displeased to say that I'm unaware of what happened here. Missy returned to the trial grounds from the infirmary, the gauze dressing covering the inflicted wound. As Missy scanned the bloody scene once more, her downcast gaze paused to meet Say's. Say, why don't we get you cleaned up? You're being awfully casual with the culprit. Missy didn't respond. She offered her hand to Say, who stiffly reached up to receive it. The two of them left the crime scene without a word. Were we supposed to stop them? Well, it's not like they'll get really far. Ugh, I don't even know where to start on how strange all this all is. Let's just get down to the foyer and find the victim report. There's no use standing around a dead body. Zero probably has to clean this place up for the trial anyway. I nodded. Lau started toward the elevator as I glanced at Forte's body one last time. We took the elevator back down to the foyer once more. Why do I always lose? Why do I never win? Arriving at the foyer, Lyle went straight for the main kiosk. Right here. I stepped out to follow, but stopped at a familiar sight. A familiar photograph of Darling was on the floor. It had a small puncture at the top of it. Huh? I've seen this before. It was the same photograph Missy received for her special gift, but this time, it wasn't with her when she received it. However, I noticed that on the wall near the elevator was a similarly small puncture that matched the I fucking hate English. Okay. However, I noticed that on blah blah blah. I'm making shit up. However, I noticed that the wall near the elevator had a similarly small puncture that matched the photograph. Fuck, I hate English. Could it be the two punctures on the wall in the photograph could be indicative of when Missy pinned the photo on the wall with Darling's dagger like last time? But if the photo is on the floor, the puncture on the wall. Oh wait. If the photo is on the floor, a puncture is in the wall, and the dagger is in a different place. Someone must have taken the dagger out of the wall. What did it mean, if it meant anything at all? Hey Echo, the victim report is over here. Ah, sorry, coming. I hustled over to Lyle as he waved the postcard-sized black sheet. Is it gonna be useless? Yeah, it's gonna be useless as fuck. Okay. This tells us nothing. The victim's body was discovered on the trial grounds. The estimated time of death is 1:45. I'm pretty sure. What? Is that it? You're telling me, you're telling me this is completely useless. It didn't even say the cause of death. Yeah, it's all dodgy. I wonder if Gaia had something to do with manipulating the report. Question mark, exclamation point? You think she had something to do with it? Well, I'm not ruling out the possibility. While Gaia allegedly lost her overseer visibility, it might have been possible she had the capability of manipulating the report from the workstation. I grumbled at the thought of another suspicious act. Oh, that reminds me, Cannon's still absent. I hope she's okay. She must be. If she were dead, another victim report would have turned up. That's not very comforting. After a brief discussion about the victim report, Missy and Say emerged from the living quarters, meeting us in the foyer. Missy and Say are gonna be the top suspected. They're gonna be the top culprit, like possibilities. Say's expression remained as somber as before. Missy's eyes were shifting with unease. The two of them must have cleaned up the mess of the scene before, but whatever was going through their minds continued to darken their faces. The trial might start any minute now. Let's use our time wisely to get information out of those two. Let's start with Missy first. I feel like Missy's gonna be more cooperative. Missy, are you alright? I'll survive. Fortunately, the cut wasn't too deep. That's a relief. What happened? To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can hardly even recall how it ended up where I did. Start from the top. What did your group do when we split up? We visited Cyrus's room as a group to gather information. I used the dagger pommel to knock the doorknob off and unlatch the lock. Inside, we found files about the preservation project. A class dossier? I don't know. Detailing our backgrounds and some floor plans for the area you visited. After exhausting the files of information, we visit the trial grounds, thinking we could confront the one administering the game. However, Zero was nowhere to be found. We had hit a dead end. Figures. Whoa. Missy's story lined up with striking similarity to what she did. Lined up with striking familiarity to what she did when I explored the main floor with her and Forte. If this was true, it's likely I knew exactly what information was detailed, thanks to the strange occurrence I experienced. While we were idling in the trial grounds, the motives directed at Forte and Say came into play. Forte had a bit of a sorrowful look about him when he heard the song, and Say, she got nothing. We had hit a dead end. We searched the most damning places we could in our area, and yet nothing cropped up. That said, I decided to employ what I learned about Say from the files. She has some connection to Zero. She knows Zero? Oh yeah, the only ones who knew about Say and Zero were the ones who stayed in the foyer and investigated Cyrus's confidential information. Yes, I pleaded for her to share what she knew, that she should admit it for the sake of she should admit it for the sake of escaping our conclusion. But rather than assisting, it appears she snuck the dagger from my possession and lashed out on me. Say, attacked you? I'm afraid so. I must have said something to provoke her. At that point, all I can recall is toppling back from the sudden offense as Forte put himself between me and Say. Oh. Sorry for my pause. She made a threat to harm herself, directing the dagger at herself, after which Forte made a move to take the dagger, but seeing as she's unharmed, it was a false alarm. I probably hit my head or something because I must have blackened out until you two came. Missy trailed off. It was discomforting seeing her so unsure. It is, to be fair. Like, she's like such a self-assured character. As far as your admission goes, Sei was the last one wielding the dagger. The very same one that was planted in Forte's body right now. That is correct. There doesn't seem to be any other conclusion here, is there? This is essentially a locked room murder with only one possible culprit. It would be difficult to contest otherwise. I just wouldn't be able to sit with myself if I really did cause her to spiral this far. Her voice cracked with remorse. I wanted to reassure her that it wasn't her fault, but I didn't want to lie and let anyone down. The situation was getting more and more bleak by the minute. By the way, where's Cannon? Wish we could tell you. Looks like you didn't see her crawling around up here either. She disappeared while we were investigating beyond the foyer doors. Can't say where she ran off to though. I see. Her absence during all this is quite disconcerting. Not to mention, I didn't even seem to have the revolver in my possession anymore. Oh crap. Missy reached in her inner coat pockets and came up short. You have got to be kidding. So the revolver was missing. Along with that, along with Cannon's absence was cause for concern. Ahem. What did you two learn about the sequestered floor beneath us? Well, the rooms below were the trophy room and the testing chambers. We didn't explore the trophy room, but from an outside look of it, it was just a display area of from hunting game. However, we found the physical bodies of Zero and Eve, or Akihiko Quartz and Gaia, in the testing chambers. Oh, so you've learned of their identities as well. Yeah, you don't seem surprised. Those two students' profiles were also in the class dozer. Why they were included when they weren't participants is beyond me. You'd think that kind of information would be better hidden. Other than that, we didn't find much else of note. I see. None of you were near the crime scene at all. No, when the blackout occurred, we were immobilized, stuck in the testing chambers when the lights returned. There was a blackout? I had no idea. It must have hit when I was in my days. I can't help but think I caused the snowball effect with Sei, resulting in Forte's death. This is like the butterfly effect playing in again. Like, this was like a huge thing that Forte was talking about. I should have known it was Forte. Should have known it would have been Forte. Missy grumbled underneath her breath. Missy grumbled under her breath. She was visibly trying to wrap her head around what we learned. After learning about the details of Missy's side of events, things were getting more and more tangled up. Sei, are you okay? Did you get hurt or anything? No, I'm fine. You're fine? Sei nodded. That's good to hear. Why do you care? Well, you're safe. That's always good news. So she came out of that mess completely unscathed, unlike Missy, who received a nasty scar, and unlike Cannon, who was completely missing. What was going on? Do you have anything to say about being at the crime scene? No, it should be crystal clear what happened there. You say that, but... Sei closed her eyes and turned away, ending the conversation promptly. I couldn't bring myself to believe it. But what? There's nothing more to be said about this? There's nothing more to be said about this, is there? She's asking for this. There shouldn't even be a trial for something as clear as this. It's too obvious. I'm saying it's too obvious. I feel like she's purposely trying to like get everyone eliminated or something. Because if you vote wrong, then the culprit wins, right? So maybe she's not even the culprit, and she just wants to like escape, basically. I don't know. I mean, that's what I thought of, but it sounds stupid when I'm saying it out loud. I just don't want to jump to any hasty conclusions, okay? We might suffer the consequences of a poor decision if we go to the most obvious. We had to be careful. The trial was our only chance to clear conclusion, even if it did look clear as day. Echo, a word? After talking to Missy and Say, Lyle and I shuffled off for a sidebar. I wonder what could have put everyone in such precarious situations. Never mind that. We have a very clear culprit here. Don't you agree? If we point out who it is right away, the answer will come spilling out. I don't know if it's as simple as you think it is. Don't get contemplative with me. Don't get contemplative on me. Look, it's dangerous to make any assumptions. I don't want to suffer needless consequences if we can help it. I get that, but don't discount a healthy suspicion. There's no use in blindly following someone's words and words alone. Especially when one's adrenaline starts messing with their perception of the situation. Facts can get muddled up. Agreed. We've experienced it personally. Lau and I were on the same page. Although our approaches were different, the only thing we had going forward was our intuition. We have to put our heads together. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. I hope I can count on you for your help. Likewise, but I can't promise anything. Where on earth is Cannon, though? Last I recall, she has been acting a little worrisome since last night. I don't think it helped her frustrations that you tried to take her camera. Lau shot me a dark look for a second before casting his gaze under heavy eyelids. She's not the most trustworthy, okay? Running around doing who knows what. Though, I shouldn't stir the pot, I suppose. I sighed. I couldn't disagree with Lyle's stance, but Cannon did make an attempt to cheer me up somewhat. I couldn't flat out accuse Lyle. I couldn't help but think her behavior was a result of me rejecting her photo. Possible. This is like the butterfly effect. This chapter is basically like, oh, maybe this caused that, or like, maybe this really small action that I did caused like all of this chaos, basically. So I was like, I feel like there's a lot of like hinting towards Forte's thing about the butterfly effect being really important. And like the thing about group and numbers, like there's like so less people now. It's that time, folks. Class trial time. The elevator will take you all to the courtroom once everyone has entered. Not that there are much of you left. Thanks, man. Thanks for reminding me, man. The four of us soaked into the elevator once more, the door sliding to a close as we anxiously stood by for whatever discoveries we would make in the courtroom. I feel like Kenan is dead. I feel like that's for a fact. Because she didn't show up, and the elevator still went up. So, I feel like Kenan's dead. We stood in the elevator cab, unmoving. Jeez, what's going on this time? Oh, she's not dead? Okay. The door slid open once more. Oh, Cannon. Oh, she's fine. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Ooh. I was like, if she died, I might lose my mind. If she dies, then that means there will only be 3 students left after the culprit is found. Okay. Cannon crept into the elevator. The doors finally close, and the elevator begins to move. She was alive, thankfully. Cannon! Where the hell have you been? We didn't hear a single breath from her. Her silence was deafening. She faced away from the rest of us, completely unreadable. Kenan was alive after all, but her behavior from last night and her absence during this whole mess, it was worrisome. Kenan, I whispered, but she didn't react at all. Kenan made a haunting re-entry. Given what we know about a revolver going missing and Kenan's disappearance from the testing chambers moments before the body announcement, was I too late? Was this my fault? Dignity, diligence. Guys, it's trial time. It's class trial time. Also, I knew this was Forte for some reason. I just thought it was a bit dramatic. Oh, the art is so pretty. She didn't turn. Kenan, I was cold to you last night. You don't have to apologize. I ought to be the one who's sorry. Kenan's voice was hushed. Huh? I'm sorry. But you didn't have anything. You don't have. Oh, wait. But you don't have anything to be sorry for. I'm the one who tore your well-intentioned photo in half. Kenan? What did she mean? I ought to be the one who's sorry. The atmosphere was disquieting. Disquieting? No one said a word. We stoically reserved all our inquiries for the upcoming trial. What if Kenan's the killer? That's the biggest plot twist. Oh, this is chapter 4? Alright, guys. I think it's time for me to end stream. It's really late. And I've streamed for a long time. So, sorry for cutting you off at the trial, but... Here, let me save real quick. Yes. Alrighty. It is ending time. It is ending time. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Oh, and you have to check out my next stream for the ending. But yeah. Hold on, let me quit the game. Let me just save again. Just in case. Let me quit. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry for cutting you off at such a suspenseful moment, but you'll have to check me out next time. If you're still watching, thank you for watching, and if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching. And also thank you Maki and Fro for all the for the raids and stuff. That was nice. Thank you. Yeah. I really love this game, so I really want to play it again. So I'm so excited. I'm not excited. Okay? I just want to know the ending, right? Like, this wasn't great. This wasn't fun to see, a bunch of characters keep dying, but it's fine. Yeah, anyways, feel free to follow me if you like cool fun content, like me crying over my favorite character dying. Yeah. And feel free to follow my Twitter. My Twitter's on screen. I tweet funny tweets. I retweet stuff. I tweet when I go live. Yeah. Not really compelling to, follow, but if you want to, go ahead. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll be playing the next chapter, probably my next stream, probably tomorrow, maybe. I really want it to be tomorrow. But yeah. Thank you for watching, if you are still watching again. And I will mute and end stream when I want to. Goodbye. Also, I literally never win. I hate it here.